gonna try to make sure the sound is prestige. Never mind. That, oh, you found her? Oh no, you found theirs. Shalom, shalom. Okay. All right, man.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Sorry, y'all. Waiting for brother to share it. Again, shalom to those that's going to hop onto the live. You ready? So first and foremost, we want to give our praises, glory, and honor to the one true power.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKakodash.
Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit. Scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing in His word. Lord willing, as a whole, that you all continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Aquaf, the sisters of His faith and His truth. Lord willing, that you all continue to pursue your lot. And Lord willing, this is an edifying camp through the Spirit. Well, we here to prophesy the downfall of Babylon and the coming of Hamashiach Yahushai and the downfall of Esau Edom. If a brother could get 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 12, and another brother get Bel the Dragon, the first chapter, starting at verse 29. The point is for all of us to know that the Lord has eyes on every last one of us, man. From the left-hand side, from the right-hand side. Jake think that half the shit that they doing, they gonna get away with it. And this lesson just came by from the things that the Lord allowed me, and I know many other brothers, from the time of 2020, actually coming into this truth, how the Lord just been making moves spiritually, and you'll be like, man, how? Like
COVID hit, boom.
Yeah.
Boom,
like before I was telling my wife about something, and I said, love, I see you. As soon as I clicked my phone, a video, and the person said, I see you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, man, through the Spirit, the Lord is really watching us, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, brother can bring that 1 Peter's.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. For the eyes of Yahweh are over the righteous, his ears are open unto their prayers, for the face of Yahweh is against them that do evil.
So that just shows that the eyes of the Lord is the angels. When you go to Amos 9, the Lord is watching the sinful kingdom. First, it's speaking about Israel. But in the twofold, that's speaking about Babylon. The Lord is always watching us, regardless if you believe it or not. The Lord is always watching. You know, the things that the Lord give you, He's watching. Are you going to slack on what the Lord has given you? You know, the things that you get, owning houses, having businesses. And if you improve, the Lord want to see is you about to put that same effort. You know, is you about to renege on the truth? Is you about to come up with a new everything is being recorded and being watched, right? Actually, if you can get Sirach 44 verse, Sirach 42 verse 18, and then you know we can just take wherever we're gonna take it. You gotta get Bel the Dragon first, right?
What you want first?
The Bel the Dragon, starting at verse 29, and you're gonna read to I think 39. You gotta get the point of Habakkuk.
You said start at 1?
Start at 29.
Right. This is the book of the history of Bel and the Dragon. Verse 29. It says, so they came to the king and said, deliver us Daniel, or else we will destroy thee and thine house. Now when the king saw that they pressed him sore, being constrained, he delivered Daniel unto them. Salakia. It says, who cast him into the lion's den, where he was 6 days. It says, and in the den there were 7 lions, and they had given them every day 2 carcasses and 2 sheep, which when they were not given to them, to the intent that they might devour Daniel. It says, now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk. who made pottage and had broken bread in a bowl and was going into the field for to bring it to the reapers. But the angel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai said unto Habakkuk, Go, carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den.
Now hold on. The Lord is about to set up Habakkuk to go feed Daniel physically. Even though Habakkuk is a prophet, when you go to St. John, the 21st chapter, the Lord tell Peter to feed my sheep. We're supposed to spiritually feed the sheep of the Lord. And look how the Lord is about to provide for Daniel. Daniel was all the way in Babylon. And this is the example for us, Jake, in our time, regardless of how taxes go, how this MOTV gonna play, the famine of food or the famine of word take place, the Lord ultimately is going to provide. It's already set up. Daniel didn't know the Lord was setting this up for him. Go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to bring this out. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 50 and verse 20. I'll start at verse 19. It says, And Joseph said unto them, Fear not, I am in a place of the Most High. It says, But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but the Most High meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. All right, so you can't come up against the Lord.
Yeah.
Right. You could try to, but everything the Lord is moving His pieces, you know, like a master chess player, you know. And there's nothing he's not. There's nothing slack about every move that He does.
Yeah.
It's all purposeful. All right, and you see how it all comes together when you got Daniel and Habakkuk. All right.
Right.
Reading on, I'll start at verse 35 again. It says, And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is. It says, Then the angel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head.
Now through through faith, because this is what this ministry is based off, an angel physically grabbed Habakkuk, which was a chariot, and took him to the lion's den. Spiritually, when we see in Proverbs 20:24, right? Proverbs 16:9, man's going is the Lord. A man's heart devises his ways, but the Lord directs his steps. Spiritually, the Lord is drawing us to where we need to be. Like Pastor Tahar said, we are where we need to be, you know? So just like where Daniel was at, the Lord set up Habakkuk where he needed to be to go feed a man of the Lord. This is the same way. Whatever is about to happen in the future, it's already set up for us, man.
Man's going to the Lord.
Yeah.
It's like people don't have free will.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as free will and choice and all that. No. The Lord set you up to do something. You're going to do that thing.
Yeah.
No, because why? The Lord, because He's the Most High.
Yeah.
He can do whatever the hell He wants to do.
Right.
You know? He's the controller of this movie, of this
Hey,
script.
the Lord is like what is all those RPG games? Is that role playing games?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
where you can take the character. That's what he did to Habakkuk.
Like
man.
Sims.
He had that tractor beam probably on him, and you know, scooted his ass along,
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah.
you going to Babylon, bro.
That is a
Don't
fact.
drop this off, man.
Yo, and you see how the Lord did that with Habakkuk, but then the example with Jonah. The Lord could have forced Jonah to do it. But that was all for our faith to show you that it's really the Lord that's orchestrated. Where He could have just said, you know what, no, forget Habakkuk, we'll use somebody else. But He forcefully took Habakkuk, and then He showed that He naturally let Jonah do what he had to do, because everything has to move in the course of the Lord to benefit His ministry. But you got it, King.
He did the same thing with Paul.
Yeah.
All right, with Saul. You
That's
know,
a good point.
he's a chosen vessel to him.
Right.
Right. Even though he was persecuting the church,
Yeah.
you know, he did it, but he did it, you know, out of
Ignorance.
ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the Lord chose him to be a vessel.
Yeah.
All right, to do His work, man. You know. Verse 36 again. It says, And the angel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den. And Habakkuk cried, saying, Oh, Daniel, take the dinner which the Most High have sent thee. Right? So you got Habakkuk up there. He's like, I'm about to whip up something for these dudes out here. Harvesting, man. You know, I'm about to give them a nice meal. No, hey, you taking that to my servant Daniel, bro.
What's your
You didn't
slogan?
even know that.
Saying?
Huh?
Your slogan, you said, you want to make the Lord laugh, make plans.
Make plans, right?
You know?
It says, and Daniel said, Thou hast remembered me, O Most High, neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee.
Yeah.
It says, so Daniel arose and did eat, and the angel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai set Habakkuk in his own place again immediately.
Okay, now it's two things right there. Now, we got to read the Sirach 2 and 10 real quick, and then we're going to let brothers take it.
That's some Star
but,
Trek.
But he just said, as soon as he seen Habakkuk, he said, yo, Lord, you remembered me. This is why when Yarmayan brought this out, this verse always stuck with me when Yarmayan pointed this to me, you know, in the beginning of me growing in this thing, Sirach 2 and 10. But that last verse where he said the Lord brought Habakkuk right in his own place, naturally, when you came in the truth, the Lord brought you in where you needed to be. This is the truth, is where we needed to be. The problems we deal with our family, the situations, the brothers we labor with, the Lord set us all together. This was like the Lord picked the team just for you, man, right? And he's bringing you right back into your place because it's really the home of the truth. Now, ISUBK, coming back to the Lord is the home of the truth.
Hey, Salakia.
Yeah.
The Lord made cuts. The Lord made trades.
Yeah.
The Lord did all this stuff to make sure he got the right team. You know, because, you know, a team has chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, and a team doesn't function without chemistry, man. You know, they don't function. You can't function as a team unless you can all be on one accord. And that's you have to be on one accord, man. You know?
And so like everything been predestined of old before the foundation of the world, man.
Right.
So everything going according to the Lord's script.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? So there's nothing you can do to get out of that script.
Right.
There's nothing you can do to sidestep it or change it up. And that's what Esau tried to do.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that
the way,
works.
so like the way the Lord did this is now you can have players coming from all across and they can fit right in here.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're all under one accord.
Yeah.
You know, you got these other camps who, you know, they have no function. They you know, the what is it, the unity camp spirit, the whole nine. And it's like the who's the team that the Harlem Globetrotters play all the time and fucking lose, bro? I don't even know their name. Nobody even knows their name, bro. You know, but you know they play against them all the time, man.
Yeah.
You know, but they're all uncoordinated, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a spirit that you said that I was on the way to the gym and the video Ratazar from BOW started playing. He was talking about the Israelite community has lost its way. And he spent all these hours speaking about what the Israelites not doing. Y'all not doing this. We not seeing on this. We hating your brother. You wasted all of that time when there's prophecy going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to what you was just saying. You know what I'm saying? That shit is confusion, man.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make you waste time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit is getting bombed. You know what I'm saying? Her earthquakes is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Right? Hawaii just got flooded and on the side of Hawaii, and that shit dropped down. And you know what I'm saying?
Cuba don't got no pop.
Yeah.
It's volcanoes erupting. It's
Yeah,
all types
shit
of
is going on in the world, and you
Yeah.
niggas is talking about shit that's going on in the Israelite community. Come
Right.
on, man.
And Kansas is on fire right now.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wildfires happening in the crop fields right now.
Oh,
But yet Salaki, the pit bulls, they wanna try to raise $5,000 to try to debate each other over
you
fucking
got that,
Gentile salvation, man.
that shit
It's
is
just
crazy.
madness, bro.
Asinine.
I got some.
Oh wait, hold on. Let
Hold
me
on,
get
real
this.
quick.
Let me get this Sirach 2 and 10 real quick, so we can land the plane on that point.
This is the book of Sirach.
There's a point that Sam said, like with this movie, we all got a script, but the only thing we forgot what we doing. Naturally, you played out a script, you forgot. You don't got no remembrance of what. Yeah, you don't got no remembrance of what you supposed to be doing.
Because your mind is renewed with this truth.
Yeah.
It's 100% true. The
Yeah.
Holy Spirit.
And now the
Took you
Lord.
over.
Yeah.
And that's why we always say, man, the Lord has possessed the men of the Lord, man. Because you know, like I said, man, it's not like we always say, it's not of us. This truth is not of us. We didn't wake up one day and say we're gonna prophesy. The Heavenly Father, He has His chosen ones, the ones He hand chose to come out here and tell y'all what the hell is going on, man.
Hey, that's the spirit too. Because this morning I was thinking about that. I was thinking like, damn, man, I didn't choose this.
Yeah.
But the Lord chose me to do, and He's put it in my spirit to just keep going, man.
Scripture
You
we
know?
always bring out John 15, right? Ain't
Yeah.
that's it? John 15, 16.
Oh yeah, have Josie
You
up.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's not we didn't choose to do this. The
Yeah.
Lord put the spirit on us, man.
Right.
Like
You know?
Jeremiah.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Our carnal mind. How will we pick this? You know.
Sirach chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, look at the generations of old and see did any trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and was confounded, or did any abide in the fear and was forsaken. It says, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
And what the brother just said, like the time we in pressing times.
That's right.
That verse right there hit me so much because if you really digging in the Bible, it's so many accounts that show you when people called on the Lord. You remember what happened to Susanna? Susanna is a woman of the Lord. She feared the Lord not to commit adultery, to get freaky with two men and commit adultery. But she called on the Lord and said, Lord, you see everything. And the Lord raised up a young prophet, Daniel, man, and shook the hand at these niggas, man, and separated them. And look, it's another verse where, you know how like when we all pray for the elect, we doing the same thing we've been doing for all ages, praying for the elect. The men that's coming up to teaching his word, they all was prayed for. Yahweh, starting with Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
So the more you increase, these prayers is being answered. Brothers growing, it's another sister or another brother that might be behind the camera praying for your increase to continue to keep teaching. Brother was sick. These brothers be sick and brothers still be doing videos. That shows that it's not them. The Lord is moved because it's in pressing times.
Yeah.
We in pressing times. If you're not counting on the Lord now while we moving, man, when all hell break loose, a lot of y'all not saying Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, this is why we hold on to these accounts, because nobody was forsaken when they called on the true name, man.
Right. See, and that's why we push the name. We don't forsake the name. We push it.
Yeah.
We don't give a damn if Jake don't understand the name. We gonna say it.
Mhm.
We'll read the scriptures verbatim, but we gonna tell you what the name of the Lord is.
Yeah.
Bruh, Jake got the most craziest ass names ever.
Yeah.
And you tell me they can't pick up on Yahweh Ba'Shem
Yeah,
Yahweh
right.
They gonna ask. They gonna ask, and that's the
Yeah.
point, because they gonna like, huh? What you just say?
Right.
And then you tell them. It's just that simple.
You got Bone Quisha,
Yeah.
goddamn, Relolo,
Yeah,
all these crazy
all
ass
kinda
names.
crazy ass
But you
names,
can't
bro.
say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. Y'all got
God,
it,
this
boys.
is I got a precept for what you were saying. This is Matthew 6:25, 26. It says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life. It says, what you shall eat or what you shall drink. It says, nor yet for your body what you shall put on. It says, is not the life much more than meat, and the body more than raiment? It says, behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap. It says, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feed them. It says, are you not much more better than they? This is what Yahweh Shai be speaking about, man. He speaks about believing in the Lord, man. Having faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, because we took the trust out of Esau Edom in his kingdom, man. You know, so when shit hit the fan, we're gonna be dependent on the Lord to feed us, man. The brother just brought out when Habakkuk was transformed all the way to feed Daniel in the lion's den, man. You know? So ultimately, man, we're building that spirit of belief, man. You know that when shit hit the fan, we're not taking no MOTB, man. You know? We're not gonna be worried about what the fuck we gonna eat, because we're gonna be all in with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Got something. The book of Psalm chapter 55, verse 22. Cast thy burden upon Yahweh, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta cast your burden to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh. You only in this time coming, you're not gonna have your own resources. Right?
Yeah.
Now you ain't gonna be able to provide for yourself.
That's right.
Now the stores gonna be closed. Grocery stores, everything gonna be closed down, man. Now you gotta be on your own. The people gonna be stealing, killing each other for food, eating each other. And you gotta need your Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, because that's the only way to be sustained during this time, man. Now I have another one. So just going to the last point, how the Lord predestined everything.
Real before you do that, can I bring this out? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, 2 things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies, give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take thy name of my most high power in vain. All right, so we looking for just enough, man.
Yeah.
And we know that the Lord is going to provide just enough for us at the end of the day. We're not getting attached to these things, man. You got a lot of these people, they're attached to these worldly possessions, man. All right, that are going to decay and they're ultimately going to burn.
Yeah.
All right, and so if you're attached to something that's about to burn, what's gonna happen to you? Your ass is gonna burn, man.
Yeah.
You gotta let go of this shit. You gotta let go of all this stuff out here and trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
Right.
Daniel was in the lions den, bro.
Yeah.
And they didn't feed the lions so these lions could purposely devour him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
That's a fact.
And guess what? And in there, the Lord fed Daniel in the lions den while the lions was sitting there. He up in there,
bodies and
he up in there eating a meal.
Yeah.
While the lions is sitting there.
You can imagine you sit right there, you like, and they throwing bodies in there, you see them fall on humans, you like,
Right.
oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
You got to think, Daniel is in the flesh. As a human, he had human fear, but in the spirit, Daniel had courage, because the same thing we doing now, Daniel was holding on the accounts. Because when he seen Habakkuk, he said, Lord, you remember me. That shows that Daniel was praying the whole time while he was in there.
That's
Right?
a lot here. Did that happen before he was thrown into the fire or after?
What?
Wasn't he thrown into the fire too? Am I
Yeah.
mistaken?
yeah.
Wait,
no.
No, the fire.
No,
No, the fire. That was Azariah, Hananiah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, because man.
No, but he did
Something happened to
go
him
to the
twice,
lion's
though.
den twice.
Yeah, he
though.
went
Yeah.
to the lions den twice.
Twice,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, cut.
One in Daniel's and the other one in Bel the Dragon.
Cut.
You know, two predicaments, but the Lord still provided. Let alone if we can go to Elijah. You know, this man was starving. The Lord brought him food, and then he told him the journey that's far, eat more.
Yeah.
You know, and through the Spirit, we could use this in other levels. When you go to Proverbs 25:16, he tell you to eat honey and eat as much as you can. The honey is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because soon you won't be able to get this unless you're under a man of the Lord. And this is something that Jeremiah keeps saying. A lot of y'all don't know the men of the Lord you scrolling past, you walking past. But when that day come, the Lord is going to give you a flashback. What happened to Peter? He said he wouldn't deny Yahushua. He got a flashback. Yahushua telling him, you was going to deny me 3 times. Y'all going to be a coulda, woulda, shoulda when you ignore when brothers was trying to feed you, man. Okay, but you got it, Asher.
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 1, the preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. And so everything that you think, everything that you say is from the Most High, man. There's nothing you can say or do that's against the Lord's will, because everything is from the Lord, man. No, but I got this Sirach.
Yeah, bring that out.
Book of Sirach, chapter 42, verse 18. Sirach 42 and 18. He seeketh out the deep, he seeketh out the deep in the heart, and considereth your crafty devices. For Yahweh knoweth all that may be known,
Right.
and he beholdeth the signs of the world.
That's why you can't get away. You can't get over on the Lord. Like, I'm not trying to speak on the man, but whatever Gorilla was doing, the Lord don't give a damn. He exposed it when he wanted to. And the Lord can show you, he don't need you. He choose you, you know? And he chose that man for a moment. He allowed him to plant a seed, but he only needed you for a moment. We got to look at ourselves. How much more us? But no, everything you do, Lord is watching. Man, woman, child, right? You got it.
More to it?
Yeah. Oh, what verse would you use?
Yeah, I read 18.
Okay, yeah. You, I think to 21, or is it 20? It just shows the Lord, like what the Lord said in the law. He says, heaven and earth have recorded against you. You know, we're being recorded at all times. The first verse we started with, it says the eyes of the Lord is upon the righteous. The angel is watching every last one of us now, the left hand and the right hand, man. The left hand is talking to the Lord on who they gonna plot. Like, who's next? Right? You got it.
Verse 19, he declared the things that are past and for to come, and revealed the steps of the hidden things. No thought escape of him, neither any word is hidden from him. He has garnished the excellent works of his wisdom, and he is from everlasting to everlasting.
Right.
Unto him may nothing be added, neither can he be diminished, and he have no need of any counsel.
Salaki, now that's it. And so you can understand that, say if you get removed from this truth, the Lord is just giving you what was in your heart. Brother, you get moved just because the Lord knows your heart, and he's giving you, and that he's doing a good job. Like, look, I'm giving you what you wanted. You know, that's why when you go to 3 Holy Children, verse 4 down, Azariah said, your judgment is true and just. Everything you have done is righteous judgment. So the Lord is just feeding off whatever's in your heart. Matthew 6 and 21. Wherever your heart is, that's where your treasure at. The Lord is giving everybody their treasure, brother. So you getting removed, that's your treasure. Sis, you wanted a high-ranked man, guess what? You get him, and then guess what? He might treat you like shit.
You end up being a fanny pack.
Yo, the Lord is giving your heart's desire. Go ahead, man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33, verse 18. It says, behold, the eye of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is upon them that fear him, and upon them that hope in his mercy. It says to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. All right, so you have to meditate on these words in these times, man. All right, we said what is it? Who has ever been forsaken
Was confounded.
Yeah.
Was ready.
by the Lord or something?
Yeah,
Yes, all right.
Psalm
Sirach
37.
2:10.
Psalm 37.
So it's 37:25. Oh, wait. I've been young, now I'm old. Yeah, I've not seen the righteous forsaken, or see begging bread. That's all.
I got one more. This is Psalms 34. It says Psalms 34 and verse 18 or 19. It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous. It says, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai delivered them out of them all. You know, so and that's what's got to go through your mind when you're catching hell or you're going through stuff. Is hey, it's many afflictions, right? That's Sirach 2.
Yeah.
You know, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation.
Yeah.
And constantly endure.
Yeah.
But understanding that the Lord is going to bring you out of all those because He's trying you and He's making sure that your gold is going to shine.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any little dirt or specks in it, man.
Yeah.
You know, throughout the whole thing at the end of the day.
Yep. David, if you can you go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter? I would want 1 and 2, but start at verse 3 because of what he just said. You got to know the wicked, those that's in the world, they watching us, man. You know, they seeing how you deal with situations, how brothers get afflicted, and they serving the Lord. Most Jake think that we supposed to have it all amazing. The men of the Lord supposed to have all the type of money. They think when you come in the truth, shit ain't gonna get hard. You ain't gonna be under pressure.
That's a lot.
Yeah, this is a-
you know the perfect example of that is Nate, Vision Nathaniel. Now that dude right now, he's talking about it could be years for destruction to happen because he's in that last days for mindset.
Yeah.
Now he don't believe that destruction gonna happen real soon.
He got money to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he got that money. Now he got that paycheck $1 million status, man. You know, he's traveling around the world. He don't want this shit to end. He's enjoying himself.
Yeah, this is a purification process. You know what I'm saying? We gotta we being purified, man. Being tried.
You can start at verse 3.
I'm saying the Heavenly Father is trying us right now. You know, it's not about having the most. You know, it's about being lowly and suffering with the Lord. That's what it's about. You know, and the elect men, we understand that, man. You know.
Salaki, you did a lesson. You did a title, and it was the Lord is going to flood Egypt like before.
Like Pharaoh. Yeah.
You know, like Pharaoh, and, you know, and that's what people don't understand through the Spirit what's about to happen, man. Our people truly don't understand the danger that they're really in.
Yeah.
You know, because they're too asleep to see what's going on. You know?
You still got Matthew?
You told me to get Matthew. Oh yeah, 16. Yeah.
No. Bring yours out.
Matthew.
I want Matthew 16. Yeah, brother just keep bringing a certain point.
All right, this is the book of 1 Peter 1 and 6, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perisheth. It says, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto the praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. And that's how you want to be found in these last days, man. All right. Blessed are those, what is it? Blessed are those when he shall find doing. That's how you purify yourself, man. You continuing to overcome. And you continuing in it. You ain't stopping. Ain't no fucking breaks, man. You keep going. You fall and you keep going. Wipe a stain off and you keep that stain off, man. This is how you continue to purify yourself, man. And then when Yahweh Shai come, you're going to be beamed up, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about, just like the brother just said, these niggas is comfortable in Babylon, man.
Yeah.
They not watching what the fuck going on, man. They don't care. They care about making money.
Right.
And even though he Pegasus, he made a great point. I heard him make, right. He said Deacon don't even really believe that shit. You can tell.
Yeah.
He said Hassad, you know, is doing up most of the damn talking. He said Hassad just want to save his mommy, and Deacon just want to make money. He said it himself, man. If I wanted to make money, I'll teach Gentile salvation, man.
Because Salaki, you can watch when you even watch them. It's always Hassad bringing this stuff out, and then he'll act like he's always either on the phone.
Go ahead, Hassad.
Yeah, he'd be on the phone or he'd be doing something.
And
You know
then
he don't
like,
believe
he
it.
don't really agree. He'd be like, "Damn, Hassad, you made a beautiful point." Just
Yeah,
like he don't
yeah,
even know.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're just ignorant of it. Like
Right,
y'all don't
right.
even agree. You just making shit up.
Yeah, they just making shit up.
They there for the ride.
They're taking shit and throwing it against the wall, see if it sticks.
Yo, and just I'm saying it through the Spirit as a man. Through the Spirit, they showing examples of a Pharisee because they thinking about having one up on the Israelites. And when you go into the Pharisees, they was trying to keep their power. They were trying to keep their status. And they was even putting Jake Moore in the hole. Remember? They was saying it's a sin to eat food without washing your hands. You know, when we at work, Boober, this man eating food and his hands dirty. So if the Pharisees in the times, they will be saying, oh, this man is committing a sin. These niggas making new stuff, just like Jeremiah said at work. You know, a lot of brothers promote being sophisticated in his truth. The Lord don't promote that, man. Yo, you got men that was farmers that became prophets. Men that couldn't even speak. And brothers think that you gotta have a degree. The Lord don't care about shit. I was felon grades.
For the wisdom of this world is foolish with the Most High.
Yeah, man.
Now what's good when you can speak properly and you understand the full doctrine. But a lot of these camps, man, because of brothers well spoken, a lot of the masses is listening to that like yeah. Because your ears being itched, or they saying everything that you want to hear. You know, and you send in the super chat. Oh, he just said what I need. Oh man, the white man could be saved, man. I'm gonna send him a $500 super chat.
And then send mad emojis.
Yeah, because you well spoken. You got a college degree and shit. You a scholar, and you sound good to the masses. You fucking delusional, man. You're deceived by the college educational guys, man. You know?
Yeah, that's Isaiah 30 and 9, man. No, speaking to me smooth.
Yeah.
No, prophesy deceits.
There you go.
Jake loved that shit. Jake loved them deceits. Yeah.
Wait, I still want that, but we gotta hold that. So stay there. The brother Yarmayan just said a point. Can you get the Sirach chapter 1? Because of what you just said, man. You just said it. Starting at verse 28. The point is verse 30. Because of what brother's saying.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 1,
And Sam, you can drop Matthew 6. If the point come back out, we're bringing it out.
in verse 28. It says, distrust not the fear of Yahweh. It says, when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart.
Right? You can't be spiritually bisexual. You can't be double-minded in this thing. You know? And brothers, like if what brothers just said, he said the man don't believe. That mean the man don't fear the Lord. What did Hassan say? He said, if I am lying, what's gonna happen to me? Then you not in the scriptures, man. He said, if I'm lying, what's gonna happen to me? Man, James 3:1 in the NLT, the Lord says that many of y'all shouldn't be teachers because you're gonna be judged strictly on what you were teaching.
Yeah.
Okay? Anybody saying what's gonna happen if I'm teaching a lie? He just said, man, these brothers, people are not really fearing Yahweh Shem Al Shai. When brothers is teaching the name and you like, oh, the name don't matter, you really don't fear the Lord, man. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 29, it says, be not an hypocrite in the sight of men.
Come on, don't say and don't do.
It says, and take good heed what thou speakest.
Right there. Watch what the hell you saying.
Yeah.
Yarmayan always say, before you do a lesson, don't just rush it. You got to premeditate. Like what they say, preheat the oven. You got to preheat your mind. Okay? You got it.
It says, exalt not thyself, lest thou fall.
Come on. And people exalting on this side with a damn name. Priest, deacon, general.
Yeah. And bring dishonor upon thy soul.
Uh-huh.
And so the Most High discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation.
So what BOW, what the heck is you talking? This is the Lord exposing the wounds in his truth, showing you who's really legit and who's not. Right?
Supposed to reprove.
Yeah. You're supposed to rebuke. You're supposed to shake the hand. How y'all all buddy, but then you saying we all don't teach the same? You gotta be out here rebuking.
He another Rehoboam.
Oh yeah,
He another world boss.
yeah. I see.
Where he just, you know, everything the elders taught, he just, you know, speaking bad on the elders, man. You know, they think they the new hot shit coming up because you gotta, man, y'all niggas is, man, y'all small, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're small, and honestly, man, we're all small. You gotta be in that spirit. But these guys is proud, man, because they got their own shit going on. And they gonna talk. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Hey, you condemning yourself, man.
Yeah.
And a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
To those who are unlearned, man.
Yeah.
And you see how that is because, you know, a lot of people, because like you say, they'll hear those eloquent words and they'll say, "Oh man, he's got to be right," but all they're telling you is lies, you know, and deceit, you know.
Y'all
They're
will
leading you. Go ahead.
Y'all were all. You know, these brothers always calling me when they want some breakdowns and stuff like that and blah blah. When they want my interpretation on certain things, but they don't give me the respect. This Jake just want to be fucking known, bruh.
My eloquent speech.
Yeah, that's a nigga. Jake just want to be really the guy,
Yeah.
man.
They want to be dependent.
You not suffering with Yahweh Shai, man. You
Yeah.
not a lowly spirit.
Right.
You niggas is proud.
Yeah. Y'all want to be picked by men, but you don't want to be picked by the Lord. A lot of people in the truth is boasting about themselves, but not about what Yahweh Shema Shai has done. You know, like apostles, they always saying the Lord is moving us through the Rakak Wadash. It's not us. You know, brothers speak about faith. Brothers rather argue about law all damn day. When have brothers went and taught the volume of the Bible? You know, brothers don't want to rebuke, but then they'll make a lesson doing a side jab. What the hell is that? Be direct. The prophets was direct. What did he say in 1 Samuel 16 when Samuel came? He said, "Is you coming peacefully?" Man, they feared the men of the Lord. Now the real men of the Lord is play. But you got it, Asher. I mean, you got more?
Yeah, y'all got more. Salakia. It says, "And so the Most High discovered thy secrets, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou comest not in the truth to the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but thine heart is full of deceit."
Right, and that shows if your heart is not full, you're not fully connected. If you said your heart is not in the truth, you're not connected to Yahweh Shai. You're not connected to the plug that gets you connected to the source, the socket, Yahweh. And the Lord is presenting you, a lot of you, Jake, in front of the congregation.
And I want to say this too. Real soon, y'all whole doctrine gonna be put on display as it was a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord gonna make, because when these prophecies come to pass, you gonna know who the true men are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you was teaching is gonna be known to be off, man.
Yeah.
You know? What you teaching is gonna be known to be not the true doctrine.
Yeah.
Now we always talk about some truths, half truths.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 50% truth.
5%.
Yeah, 5% truth. But if your doctrine don't line up with what's gonna happen, in the end, you're gonna be looked at like a false prophet, man.
Yep.
You gotta
You
eat
know?
the whole book.
Yeah.
You can't eat, you know, just the cover and the opening part of it
Yeah.
and say you got it.
Yeah.
No, you gotta have the whole thing. You gotta eat the whole roll, man.
Yeah.
The whole roll or nothing at all, or just go sit down somewhere, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Got a brick. Oh
Yeah, let Asher get the point.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 1. Now touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifies. Well, the main point over there, that knowledge puffeth up.
That's right.
So when a nigga knows something, nigga knows too much. Well, when a nigga knows something, he think he knows the world, man. No, they think you gotta be the ruler of the world, man.
Yeah,
And that's how Jake was. Oh, that's what Jake want to be. He want to be the top guy. You know, they're saying there's too many chiefs and no Indians. So Jake don't want to be lowly. So Jake want to be the top guy, the head honcho, big nigga in the room. No, don't want anyone to come against him. They want to be seen. No, that's what that. In Luke 6, the Lord said that what the false prophets want. And they want to be loved and men. No, it's me. Verse 2. If any man think that he knows anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know. But if any man love Yahweh, the same is known of him. The main point is, if you think you know everything, man, you don't know nothing.
Right.
And even us, we're still learning.
Yeah.
There's still things to learn in this thing, man.
Right.
Hey,
really?
so like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's a,
But I was about to say the point that the first scripture you read, it said knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth, man. Charity edifieth, man. That's beautiful because, you know, knowledge, you could, if you got the knowledge and you ain't doing the right thing with it, then what good is it?
It's dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? But charity edifies. What we doing, we charitable to one another, man.
Right.
That's how we growing like that, man. Because we actually taking the scriptures and applying it to this brother, applying it to him, man. You know, putting the, you know, being obedient to the, you know, the spirit that the men have set up, man. I mean, the men that the spirit have set up.
Yeah,
you
Paul
know?
said, I'd rather that you prophesy.
Yeah, man.
You know?
But what is charity? Charity is means love.
There you go.
So that brotherly love, right?
That's
there.
right.
But most people they talk about, oh, your brother ain't showing love. You ain't showing love.
And think about it. We've been without that for too long, man.
Right.
That's why we be like, man, it's nothing like this brotherhood, man. Nothing like the brotherhood, bro.
Yeah.
You know? Because in the world, you couldn't find this type of love, man.
Yeah.
You
Open
know?
rebuke is better than secret love.
That's right.
And you got to think, you see it every day. If you got children, you know what rebuke is every day. We always need it, especially with children. They can get complacent or idle. Sometimes you got to tap your child to get them in their senses.
Yeah.
So even when it comes in the truth, Jake, y'all are too sensitive. How is men acting like women in the truth? You get so defensive about rebuking, but when it comes to people that's not in the faith, you want to rebuke Jake. Brother, you're smoking weed. Hey, sis, cover up. You rebuking them. What is that? You're rebuking them. So you think when it comes to this truth, if you claim in the truth that you do something wrong, you can't get rebuked? No. Everybody at the dinner table deserves to get rebuked, because you have to make yourself worthy in the eyes of the Lord. So if we love you, we supposed to criticize things pertaining to the scriptures that you might go off on. And guess what? You could just fix it and then get right back to what you was doing. You know, you trying to be right for the Lord when Yahweh shall return. He said when he returns, is he gonna be faithful on the earth? You know, the brothers is trying to install faith in y'all, man. But you got it.
What's that scripture in Ezekiel? Oh, you got something with my fault. What's that scripture in Ezekiel?
Just one quick thing, one real quick thing, because Hassan said, "What's the punishment for me?" No, this is Jeremiah chapter 23, and that's verse 33. So when this people or the prophet or the priest shall ask thee, saying, "What is the burden of the Lord?" So what's the problem? What's the punishment? What's the punishment going to be?
Oh yeah.
33. Yeah, what is the burden of the Lord? Thou shalt then say unto them, what burden I will even forsake you, saith Yahweh. No, so that's the burden that's going to happen to you. That's the judgment that's going to happen to you, because you came against the truth.
Can you read verse 1?
Wait, and just because he reading that, me and the brothers, this was like months ago, we were speaking about Acts the 5th chapter. And what did Gamaliel, what did he tell those high priests? Yo, chill out. Because if this is of God, if it's of God, you fight against the Lord. But if it's not of God, it's gonna come to naught. YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah. 716 Israelites.
GMS.
Or GMS.
No, it's still gonna be 716.
Yes, you can just you can show. You can show. No, you good. No, you good. That's what we here for.
716 Israelites.
That's what we here for. You can go ahead.
Verse 1, Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahweh. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away.
There you go.
And had not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith Yahweh.
Right. So the Lord is going to visit you. You know, because you scattered the sheep. You're just like the Christian pastor, man.
Yeah.
All right. You're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So the Lord, you say what's going to happen to you, and the Lord is going to visit you.
Yeah. Yep.
In that day.
Yeah. Well, what did Yahweh Shai was explaining about the temple? And the temple falling was going to really destroy the Pharisees and Sadducees. That what is a Hasmonean dynasty? When the temple fell, all of that shit was done. And the Pharisees, they didn't understand that. You know, you're not even getting prepared to know that judgment is about to come upon you. Like everything that they was pushing and teaching, man.
The Lord said, I'm just paraphrasing, he that doesn't know is going to get beat with few stripes. But those who do know, you're going to be beat with many stripes.
Yeah.
Right? So you keep saying what's going to happen. Hey, because you're not reading no more.
Yeah.
Now you're just a wacky-tacky Christian, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Yeah.
And then you said you read it, and most of it is not literal. Just like when we read about Habakkuk, the Lord grabbing him. By the Yahushua, that wasn't a chariot, Lord. That was a metaphor.
But hold on. They don't even say the names no more.
Oh yeah,
So the Lord has took he took his name out of their mouth again.
That's
He took it out.
A
You know what
double
I'm saying?
mind. Yup.
And now just think about that. That you were given the names.
Yeah.
And you forsook them. The Lord took it away the first time, gave it to you, and then He took it away. You think He's bringing that back, man?
Yeah.
No, man.
Like mold.
Snatching it out your mouth, man.
But truly, the Lord gave him their heart desire. That means you didn't really hold strong to the name. What did Elijah say? He said he was jealous for the Lord because of people, what they was doing the Israelites was doing back then. He was jealous for the Lord.
Remember with the quail.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord gave them, oh, you want quail? You want meat? I'll give you all the meat you can eat. Like, damn it till you get sick.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what you wanted. You
Uh-huh.
weren't happy with the manna that was coming down that tasted like whatever you wanted.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give you this,
Tasted like
quail.
whatever
Here,
you
eat all
want.
the quail you want. Yep. Fill your ass up with quail, man.
And then complain that you eat quail.
Right. Crazy.
That's Jake, man. Niggas. You know? But then, like Yarmayan said, Jake just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
But in the ancient world, you was tired of that same shit. Now watch, when society collapsed, now you gonna complain that America is not moving the way that it used to be. Y'all gonna get into y'all complaining, but then say if the truth. Some dude got on the comment section and said, "Yo, y'all brothers, y'all killing yourself going out to the highways and byways. I used to be a Hebrew Israelite too, but that was a false doctrine. The Most High, He brought me to the truth." And I said, "Hey, what's the name of the Father and the Son?" And he couldn't even answer. So what you saying? Actually, you're right. The Lord did remove you from it because in your heart, the Lord knew you wasn't serious about this.
Hey, Salakia, Paul said we die daily, man.
Yeah,
So hell yeah, we dying every day. You know what I'm saying? Each day we come out here, we die and we become more part of the Lord. Each day.
We die daily.
We grow into the Lord. 'Cause
Mortifying
we dying
ourselves.
and we making sure we packing the dirt down so we can't stick our damn hand back out and try to reach out and get that shit.
you ain't
man.
willing
2
to-
Corinthians
you know what I mean?
4 and
If
16.
you ain't willing to die daily, you ain't gonna
Right.
make it.
Right.
Right.
You gotta kill yourself every day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, every day.
And you know how hard it is to physically kill yourself,
And
but
that's
you got to
why-
do it spiritually.
And that's why we say, that's why the scriptures say, I believe it's 1 John 2 and 6. If a man say he is without sin,
Wait,
Yeah.
if a man say he's without sin, he is a liar.
you said 2 and 6?
Yeah. 2
2
and 4. 2
2
and
and 6.
4.
If you abide in Him, you must walk by Him.
Oh yeah.
In
Well, 2 and
1 John 1 and 9.
Yeah, 1 and 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 1 John it say, if you be without sin, if you say you without sin, you is a liar, man. It just goes to show you how. Yeah. The truth is not in you. It just goes to show you that you don't understand how wicked the flesh is, man. You don't understand that this is your hell. You got to kill it every day.
2 Corinthians 4.
Every day you got to destroy, what the flesh want to do. You got to continue to ride over with the words of the Lord.
Yeah.
I was just speaking to my son the other day, and I said, man, this is why, you got to literally be down. You got to be devouring this word every day, because if you don't, you get caught out there, during the time. Just say if they come kick your goddamn door, and you want them words to be living inside of you, man.
Yeah.
Then I had to read Matthew 4 because that's heavy. When Yahweh Shai was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, and Satan took him up and trying to show him the world and shit like that. And you gotta understand that, hey, that can happen to you, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta fight with the words. The Lord was hitting him with them scriptures.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 8 and 3, smacked his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Can
He kept hitting him, man.
you get one of those accounts?
I want to read this. This is what the brother had said it. But this is 1 John chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, if we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. It says, verse 9, if we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. If we say we have sinned not, so like if we say that we have not sinned, we make Him a liar, and His word is not in us. So ultimately, man, and then you got people out there who say that they're sinless, who say that they don't sin.
Yeah.
And the scriptures tell you that what is it? A wicked thought.
Even
All right,
in
it's
sin.
an abomination to the Lord.
Yeah.
Right.
It says, it's another one that says, if you think not to do good,
Romans 7.
it's a sin or something. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of where it was at.
Well, and then it say in Romans, it say we all came short of the glory.
Yeah.
So if you say you don't sin, so you the best out of all of us. You the top guy out of all of us. Because it says we all came short of the glory.
That mean you on the same level as Yahweh Shai. If you
Come
don't
on.
sin.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, you got to understand what you really saying here, man.
Right.
You know, and that's why we need Yahweh Shai, man. That's why we lean on Yahweh Shai, because we know we can't do it.
Yeah.
We can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
And if we could walk our whole life without sinning, we'd be good.
Right.
You know, but it just can't happen.
Right.
You know, this is why we don't lean on the law and forcing it on everybody, man. Because at the end of the day, yes, the law is good. No one is going to be able to keep it, man.
Right.
Well, you're not going to keep the whole thing, especially in captivity. You're not doing it.
So where's the nation saying Deuteronomy 4? Because they supposed to say a wise and an understanding nation, but no nation is saying that about you individually. You know, at the end of the day, you don't sin, but what about the rest of your whole congregation? You know,
for the law made nothing perfect, but a better hope did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Yahweh Shai, what he did when he shedded his blood, man. Come on, man. You know, that brought us back to the Heavenly Father. That's better, man.
Just one sacrifice
man.
brought us back.
So like it was James 4:17. It says, therefore to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is a sin. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even control your thoughts sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you be trying to do something and you don't do it. You know? Hey, the Lord, that's what I'm saying. Nobody is everybody is made guilty.
Yeah.
All right? Because there's only one doorway that you can go through. That's Yahweh B'Shem El Shaddai.
That's right.
Right. Let David get that real quick because of that point. So we get to cover that point.
Second Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16. For which cause we not faith not, but throughout. I'm gonna start over. The book of Second Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16. For which cause we faith not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward is renewed day by day.
Right, and that goes off of what brothers was saying, especially Yarmayan. The inward man is renewed day by day. And how can you do that if later on, if brothers bring out 2nd Ezra 8? Yeah, that's what the brothers bringing about 2 points. That's very critical. And 2nd Ezra was in the spirit, you know, talking to an angel, and he's seeing them that the world was created for many, but only few shall be saved. And he said, "Oh, my soul, swallow down understanding and devour wisdom." You got to be about devouring the wisdom that the Lord has given us, because the main source is the scriptures. That's the number one thing out of this whole life. The number one important. If you not devouring this, you ain't really living. The 9-to-5, working, riches, all the baddest women that you ever had, you living good. None of that shit means nothing without any type of information, data coming from the scriptures. Because really, all we taking is spiritual data from the scriptures and applying it into a vessel that this flesh don't know, but your spirit knows this. That's why 1 John 2:21, he said, I don't teach you something you don't know. Because ain't no lie to the truth. Your spirit always knew this truth. And the truth is only one truth. It never changed. Yeah. And that's from Yahweh Shai to the Rakak Wadash. You know, because of that Rakak Wadash, now we have that guidance, that help to get us that knowledge. And if you, like Yarmayan in this lesson, you got to have spiritual eyes to see how the Lord is moving you. How brothers get moved to YouTube. Everybody can't do it, to sit there for 20 minutes, watch somebody break it down. But the Lord moved brothers to do those things, man. That show you the Rakak Wadash is the one that's moving us to where we need to be. How we going to get built up? It's not by the actions you do, because we're going to boast, you know? Yeah.
Book of Luke chapter 21 and start verse 34. You know, because we're going into how the fact that keep in this thing. Okay, you slack off, wait for a moment. You gotta start drawing back. But this is Luke 21 and start verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, because at any time your hearts be overcharged with prophetic and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unaware, so that you get caught up in the world, and caught up in drunkenness, and trying to live your best life, basically, and trying to make it good. So you gotta get taken back to the world. For as a snare shall come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. No, they're gonna happen to, literally is happening to everybody on earth. No, that snare, man, which is the world itself. They're being drawn to lust and cares of the world, man. No?
Yeah.
Watch ye therefore and pray always they may be accounted worthy to escape all those things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta watch and pray, man.
Yeah.
To get, stay away from this world, man. Because this world is like a virus.
Yeah.
You know, the more you get over to that virus, the more it consumes you.
Yeah.
Like a parasite. Right?
Yeah, the more you stay away from the word of the Heavenly Father, man, the more you stay away from the ministry, all right?
Quench that
It's gonna
virus.
quench your fire.
Yeah.
It's gonna quench your fire. That's why the scriptures say right here. I got a scripture.
Oh, that go off of Jeremiah. He always talking about eating. When you working out and you eating bad, it's gonna fuck up the working out.
Mhm.
Whatever you put in is going to give you the progress, depending on your workout. So you got to eat good to actually benefit from your workout. And it's the same spiritually. What we intake is gonna pollute the inside. Like brother, when we go in the steam room, the sauna, Salaki, that when you start to sweat, like I can taste salt sometimes. That's the toxin. Sometimes I can't taste salt. The toxins is out.
Yeah.
So when it comes with the truth, we got to take those viruses out by feeding, right? That good, the what is it? The joints that fight the viruses
Yeah,
or the parasites.
Salakia. Have you ever seen the movie Hancock?
Oh yeah.
When Hancock, man, when he was away from that woman is like the world.
Yeah.
When he's away from, when he's with her, and he loses his power, he loses all his, and he's weak.
Yeah.
But as soon as he gets away from her, and he's strong again,
power back up.
he's powered back up. He can damn shoot to the goddamn moon, man. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as he comes to that woman, he gets weaker, man. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, say you slick with that one. The woman is America, right? Revelation 18:4, come out of her. You know, and at first it's spiritual, mental, but the end result is Yahushua physically beaming us out of her. So while you in Babylon, you're supposed to spiritually, mentally be out of this place. You should not be here, man.
Right.
You know, that goes off of like when certain things happen, do you got the mindset all this shit gonna burn? Or you like, oh my goodness, no. You know?
And we still weak because we right in the whore.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right in.
As soon as we get out of that whore, what's gonna happen in the blink of an eye? The boys, we're gonna be changed, and we're gonna have that.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
Just
go
wait.
get them.
Wait.
You know what I mean?
You
Have
gotta
them
get
go
'em.
get them powers, bro.
All right. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:19. A quick hit. This is quench not the spirit. It says despise not prophesying. Now, when you go into that word quench, it means to cover up. You know what I'm saying? Just say if you had a fire burning right here and you tossing water on it, you quenching it, man. You know how you quench it is through everything outside of the ministry, man. You know, you're
cover it
doing
up.
shit too long.
It suffocates.
You're
Yeah.
suffocating the fire, man.
Yeah.
You know, and you're supposed to be on fire for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why it says quench not the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta continue to do this. It's a continual motion. You don't set off and just leave it over there. You don't remove yourself away from the fire. No, man. You just keep it going. You gotta keep it going. And how do you do that? You devour in the word, man.
Yeah.
You despise and not to prophesy.
And that fire has to keep getting fed.
Yeah.
In order to keep burning. So you gotta keep doing it.
I know Yamaya is still going. Can you get because what he just said? Can you get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, and verse 24? We need that.
It says, verse 21, it says, prove all things. It says, hold fast that which is good, which is what? Which is the ministry, man. It's truth. Yeah.
Faith.
You know what I'm saying? Hold fast. This is the only good thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, you hold on to this.
Hey, Salakia, we said earlier, we didn't choose this.
Yeah.
But at this point, where we gonna go?
Where?
There's nothing else for us to do.
Literally.
You know, the scriptures say we have no other choice than only to live, man.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
what the disciples told Yahushua. You got everlasting life, man.
Peter said that.
Like
Yeah, where else we gonna go?
Yeah, and this is Galatians 5. This is what you got to always tell the flesh through the spirit. Like, and I'm always rebuking myself, speaking in my world name. Yo, Terrence, you got to do better. Rebuking the shit out of Terrence. You know, because you got to know, what did Yahushua say in St. John 17? You know, he went up to the Father. He said, I left them in the world. And if we are men of the Lord, the Yahushua left us to do a job. Not only to teach, but to be an example for the other believers.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm only saying it's not about boasting about brothers, but through the spirit, I can tell what brothers be dealing with. Sam, since I met him, the things he deal with, and the man still at camp, not miss one. Don't make no excuse. Yarmayan. Niggas be on their freaking deathbed, sick, or having other problems, and the Lord move them. Asher, his the living, and whatever other brothers dealing with, and they still make it to camp. Not only camp, they still providing for the other sheep. And it shows that while brothers are still doing something, this shows that the spirit within them is putting all that stress aside just to make sure to feed the sheep. Brothers, that's charity. Brothers is putting their life, their situation on the side to put Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai first and present it in front of you, you know? And what the Lord said in Psalm 23, he's preparing a table in front of our enemies. He's doing it now by the truth. That's why Deacon inside, you don't need to do all that extra stuff. The Lord is presenting it. We already got it. Doing all that extra stuff, now the Lord is letting you know you only doing it for money, fame.
Yeah, he's showing you what your heart really about.
Yeah, you don't need that much.
He's showing you what your heart was meditating on the whole time.
Yeah.
That's
You know?
Hebrews 4 and 12.
Yeah.
It's a discerner. The word is a discerner of the heart and the intents of the soul.
Woo.
It already knows what you was doing. The word already called it out and already knew
Damn.
what they was going to do to you.
Come
The
on.
Lord prophesied it and told us. In the last days they shall be with fables of men and these different things. Right? That word got them and moved them on.
Don't play with it.
You know?
I got a precept real quick off what you just saying if we don't go back. This is Luke 8:17. It says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest." The Lord is showing y'all, man. He's showing your true colors. You know? You can fake it. You can't fake it but for too long, man.
Yeah.
You know? It says, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. It says, take heed, therefore, how ye hear. Come on, man. Listen, man, take heed how you hear it, man, or who you hearing from.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You gotta watch out. You gotta watch who you listening to in these last days, bro.
It's a fact.
Because there's more false prophets out here than the real men of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to be a child. Because you got to absorb. You got to absorb what to intake. Watch the video of these children outside. It was what's his, somebody's BM, I forgot who the hell the name is, but her children was outside and this white van pulled up, reversed and tried to open up the back of the trunk and tell the kids, hey, this and this and that, and the mom came on and said, hey, the hell you doing? Right? We gotta forgot the point that I was going to. Sorry, y'all. It went all the way left.
It says, to him, it says, take heed therefore how you hear, for whosoever have, to him shall be given, and whosoever have not, from him shall be taken, even that which he seemeth to have. You see that?
Oh, 10 pounds, 10
That's
talents.
that word. Cut them. That's that word right there. That just cut them right there.
Mhm.
You know, it took even what they had.
Right.
Took the names out
Took
of
the
their
names out their mouth, bro.
Yeah,
Nope.
the 10 pounds. 10 pounds, 10 talents.
Took it right out your fucking mouth.
Take
man.
it and then give it to somebody else.
That's why the Lord told the rich man what he told him.
Yeah.
Because he was boasting like, yeah, Lord, what
all
have I
that.
lacked?
Yeah.
What have I lacked? Show all that shit you got there.
Yeah.
That was a hit.
Then come follow me.
Yeah.
Turned away with your head down looking with the shit face.
Yep. And that's how you know when it comes to like teaching somebody, like what they do with the debating, it's all about edifying. Yahushua kept it short, quick, straight to the point. That's why all that other extra stuff that we might do in this thing is not needed. It's not
But
needed.
Salakia, they were always trying to chase Yahushua. Yahushua wasn't, he was just, they would come up to him to try to see how they could come and get him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Yahushua wasn't running to debates.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to schedule, hey, on Thursday we're gonna have this battle. Everybody tune in
For
on
5,000.
YouTube and blah. No, he wasn't doing that.
Uh-huh.
He was minding his own.
He was really-
They come up with him and he cut him with the word. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times he was just fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He just had to do it because it says this and whatever scripture in the New Testament, this is where it's fulfilled right here.
Yeah.
He knew already, man.
Yeah.
You know, in the true sheep, they was going. He knew who was going to turn back.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Because most wasn't supposed to understand this. It's only for them ones, man. That's why I always stress because before we came into the right doctrine, we wasn't really speaking about the elect as much, man.
Yeah,
Now we
yeah.
understand how important these certain men are, man.
He
Yeah.
was in school.
We was in school,
We
bro.
was in school.
Yeah.
We had our school uniform
Yeah,
on.
school
you know.
uniform.
We had
I
we
did.
had
I
our,
couldn't miss
our
it.
study lesson.
Couldn't come without the school
Right,
uniform.
right.
Now this truth is special, but how much special it is if everybody's gonna get it?
Yeah.
No, it's special that only the few gonna get it.
Yeah.
And this goes back to the Noah thing. The Lord is doing everything all over again.
Few be that go there at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna be few on the straight gate,
Yeah.
on that narrow path, man.
Yeah.
Just back in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 22, it says, abstain from all appearances of evil. It says, in the very power of peace, sanctify you wholly. And I pray the Most High, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakakodash, man.
Right.
And that's what we're hoping that we are these men, man. We hoping that we're able to abstain continually, man. It's about abstaining day by day, man. That you have to continue in that, man.
Right.
Because if you don't, your fire gonna get quenched, man.
Right. What
You
Baruch
know,
say?
it's a scary thing when you you like, damn, man, I gotta catch up on my left. That's scary, bro. Because you just like, because now your mind are all over the fucking place. You can't focus, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you gotta abstain from the evil.
Think about it in the world, right? In the world, you got all these people looking at you. Be over here nervous, kind of like, oh, I don't want to. You nervous to say something, and we be out here. We just say, "Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai," man.
Yeah.
All right, and we stand out boldly. You know, Yahushai told Paul, you know, hey, speak boldly.
Yeah.
Because you got work to do. I've chosen you to do this work, man.
Yeah.
So we got to speak boldly. We can't hold our tongue, man.
Yeah.
We're
That's-
not here to please men, man. We're here to please Yahweh Shem Yahushai at the end of the day.
I got one more point. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, man, we have to dibble and dabble into certain things of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Some of us got to go shopping. We got to go, you know, we got to do certain things, man. We go to the gym, stuff like that. What the scriptures tell you, man. You know, we got family members that might need our help. What the scriptures tell you in Sirach, I believe it's 37:12. It says, "Would thou be amongst the indiscreet, observe the time." You gotta really, man, you gotta be on a clock in your mind, man. When you around things that's not clean, you gotta be in the clock. Your mind gotta be ticking. You know, that's how you gonna stay. That's how you gonna keep your fire quenched, man. And you protect your peace.
I got something.
You know, your family member coming to your house. You know they fucking doing some shit that you may be struggling with. Keep away from their ass, man. You know, keep yourself on that. Keep your fire going, man. Don't let nobody take. The scriptures say, "Let no man take thy crown." We ain't in this. We can't let no man take our crown, man.
Even yourself.
Sign of prophecy.
Yeah, man.
Even yourself. You got to be your worst critic, and it comes in its truth, because you could be worse than the next person. You know, having a plague of the mind and not rebuking it. Yarmayan, you taking days off praying. Like the brothers say, don't miss leg day. You don't want to miss praying to the Lord, man. You know, you gotta what he said in 2 Corinthians 13:5, examine yourself to see if you have genuine faith. You know, you gotta be testing yourself in this walk. You know, let alone what other people go through, you should be analyzing. You know, because the Lord can be rebuking or judging Jake right in front of you. You're supposed to be getting the fear of the Lord. Oh, yeah, let me not do that. Oh, you know what? Let me move this way. Because the Lord exposes somebody's sin. It's for you to have more fear of the Lord so you don't do the shit. Message. But you got it, Asher.
This book of 1 Corinthians
I really
15,
want to ask for it.
and 33.
Yeah.
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
No, but that's the point right there. That evil communication corrupt good manners, man. Because only you're among the wicked. Like at first, you listen to like wicked ass rap music and shit like that. Especially the modern day trash. Man, you gotta corrupt your mind, man. They gotta fill your mind with that bullshit, man.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy? I was speaking about that in my lesson. Jake Wake straight up put that bullshit in his ear.
Yeah, I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? He wake
Soon as
straight
you
up.
wake up.
Yes, you wake up, you put that bullshit in your ear, man.
You ain't brush your teeth.
You in the trance as soon as you wake up.
Yeah.
Don't even know it, man.
Yeah.
You
It was
know?
probably playing while you was asleep.
Yeah.
Because you
And
had it playing on goddamn YouTube
Yo,
or whatever.
It's so
You know what I'm saying?
powerful. You hear one song, it'll be playing in your mind all day. You'll be saying it and shit like, yo, what the It's witchcraft in this music, man.
Yeah, it's called programming.
Yeah.
And these celebrity man, they use warlocks, man.
Yeah.
Now in their art is that goddamn music.
Yeah.
But
Hey, wait, hold on. It's the same Salaki. You know, and I know some of you brothers and sisters might be bumping something. Don't get simple.
Right, 'cause
Don't
we
get
listen
carnal.
to- we listen
Because
to it when I work out.
I'm bumping.
Yeah.
But when you in the faith, you like your man
strong
always say,
enough.
you
Yeah.
gotta have the discernment.
Dudes just bumping pocket.
Yeah, you gotta have discernment, because especially if you weak in this faith, you don't want to absorb too much of the world. That's like watching too much baddies and your ass is not even being a wife. Why are you watching baddies and your ass are being argumentative to your husband?
All things are lawful, but all things
It's
are
not
not
expedient.
expedient.
Yeah, it's not
And
good
I
for
would not
everybody.
be put under any of them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's the thing. You can't let that stuff control you.
Yeah.
Once you understand then you know how to move around it. You're like, okay, you know, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to get consumed in it.
Yeah.
Before you were consumed in it.
Yeah,
You know?
that's all it is.
Hey, Salaki, can I make a point real quick?
Hell yeah.
I
mean, please do.
Well, like how long we been out here for? About an hour. So what? Yeah. So as long as we've been out here, bro, I promise you,
Hour and 10 minutes.
I've seen 30 cars staring at us, bro. Like they like. There's a crying for wine in the streets, bro, because shit is going on in the world, and people need answers.
Yeah.
They looking, they know we talking, they know who we preaching about, man.
You seen her? She got the info.
Yeah, yo, bro, listen. Every time somebody ride past, they staring at us,
Yeah.
bro. This
Slowing
more
down.
than I ever seen.
Slowing down, yeah.
It's spectacle, man.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. That's the scripture that came to my mind. We're made the spectacle, man.
Yeah.
But really, they know. The look on their faces like, yo, they must be talking about something, cause things is going on in the world, man. We need answers, man. How you doing, brother?
You doing better than yesterday, and yesterday as good as today.
And that's what we out here to do. We here to give you the answers, man.
Yeah.
Because the scriptures speak about
Feed
that
us.
we have to reveal the Lord. He revealeth his secrets into a service to prophets,
But
man.
where else are you going to go to get the prophecies to let you know what's happening?
That's right.
Right.
We've been talking about
Yeah.
Persia.
Yeah.
We've been talking about Babylon's destruction.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the ICBM missiles.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the Karagma.
Ben,
Right. We've been talking about these.
Ben
things.
talk about these
So
things,
you
man.
can't say that you haven't been warned, man.
And I'm just speaking about us, just what you see right here. We've been out here for years talking about this, man. Our elders been out here for the longest, man. The brothers up the street are our elder brothers, man.
Right.
They've been out here talking about this, man.
Right.
You know, Jake Paul in every city in America been talking about this, and it's playing out in your face. And that's why these people are looking at us, because they really want to answer,
Right.
but they don't want to step up here, man.
Right, they're too timid. But then another example for you to know that we are the men of the Lord is because the men of the Lord is going into prophecies, parables, and dark sayings. Off of a man's speech, you know where his mind is at. You know where he's at. But let alone, we're here just to teach and let everything play out so that when it's fulfilled, you're gonna say this. Let's get Ezekiel 33 verse 30 real quick. And I know you got a preset, right, Asher? Yeah, okay, real quick.
Clink,
Real quick, Ezekiel 33 verse 30, what we was talking about earlier.
clink, clink.
You know, because we only here to teach, and we're gonna let the Lord do the increase. When these come to pass, we can't exalt us. I can't just boast. I'm a prophet of a prophet. Prophets is about action. Fuck about the title. Forget that I say I'm a prophet. The actions, the faith, the work. Is a prophet persistent? They're always persistent. But then the end result is it being fulfilled. That's the whole point. Yahushua didn't try to force the disciples. You gonna get this. They got it when he got beamed up, when he got glorified. Then they understood what he was saying. Why the parables? This is why when he left, they went even higher. What did he tell Peter? Now when you come back and get strengthened, strengthen your brother. But right now, they couldn't get it when Yahushua was walking. You know, because the spirit has to be in you to understand it. All of them, they don't have the Rakakwadash because this is a spectacle. This is theatrical. You know, this is theater.
It's a mystery.
You know?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know? What
It's okay.
Scooby Dooby Doo? Jinxies.
It's okay, because real soon, when I looked at them, I just seen clink, clink,
Yep.
clink. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, too. It's Ezekiel chapter 33.
No, I already see it.
It's verse 30.
That's how they go build my infrastructure.
Yeah. Clink, clink, clink. Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 30.
It's kind of quiet out there.
Yo, on break.
It says, Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people, it says, still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
So whatever we do, just know that people are gonna always keep talking about us. Even when them driving past, like he said, somebody talking about us in the car. But it is what it is. But go ahead.
And they're all getting marked too.
Yeah.
You know, Lord gonna kill theirs when the time comes.
Yeah.
You know, because they didn't get the word. They refused to work.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It says, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from Yahweh.
Yeah. And this is what we do on Saturdays, but throughout the whole week. Yo, this is what the Lord. Each lesson, this is what the Lord. Hey, this is what the Lord. This is what the Lord.
Thus saith the Yahweh by
Yeah.
Yahushua.
Yep. Okay, keep going.
It says, and they come unto thee as the people cometh,
Uh-huh.
and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words,
Uh-huh.
but they will not do them.
Right, and that's what people do. They come up like they is the people. They hear the word, but what?
But they will not do them.
They won't do what we're actually saying. So this is why we don't trump as much as we do when all Jake is listening. Because after 1 week or 2 weeks, where they at? You know? Go ahead.
It says, for with their mouth they show much love, but
Yeah.
their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that's crazy right there, man.
Right. Uh-huh.
You see what they, because they got a zeal of the Most High, but
Yeah,
they
for
too
that
focused
carnal
on their covetousness,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Going back to what I just said about the rich man.
Mhm.
He was coveting after his riches.
Yeah, what he had.
See, y'all too worried about your 401b
Yeah.
or your 401k and shit, man. You're thinking that you're doing something, man.
Yeah.
You know, but we telling you what's about to happen, man.
Yeah.
But you don't care because you leaning on what you got, and that shit about to go bye-bye.
It's like, these people know that this is society is about to collapse, man.
Yeah.
They know. They know deep down in their heart.
Yeah.
This place is about to go underwater and collapse, man. But they don't want to get the word still.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, they're that proud, man, because they don't want to admit that we're right.
Yeah.
No, they don't want to admit that we're right, man.
Yeah.
They
They-
want to see, oh no, they're crazy people.
They're,
No, we're right.
they're attached to that, to the covet, to the things of the world, man. They're attached to that.
Right.
You know, they got a love for that, and it's a stronghold on them, man. See, that's why we practice, man. Fuck it, man. Whatever happens, happens, man.
Yeah.
You know, we go broke, oh well, because we
Oh,
leaning
okay,
on
right.
this because this is our true comfort.
Yeah.
We don't lean on the comfort of the world because it can't do shit for us, man.
Right.
You know.
Right. It didn't do nothing. It didn't bring us in the truth. Yeah.
Right. It says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song.
Yeah, this is what we are. Every time what they say, what song y'all singing? That's what everybody keeps saying. Okay? That's another faith booster, especially if you read the scriptures, but you got it.
It says, of one that have a pleasant voice
Uh-huh.
and can play well on an instrument.
Right, we sound eloquent.
Yeah. It says, for they hear thy words, but they do them not.
Right?
And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been amongst them.
So that mean they gonna have that. Well, the brother made a beautiful song back in the day, reminiscing. These niggas gonna like what they say, reminiscing on the good old days. They gonna reminisce that somebody told them that this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Then they gonna be like, damn, fuck, man, where is he at?
Yeah.
It don't matter where you at. You could be in
Listen.
Hawaii. It's gonna hit you.
Yeah, the Lord gonna play it back in their minds when they seen us talking about this,
Yo,
man.
it happened to Peter.
You know, you gonna play. It's gonna play back in your mind when you hear it boom, when this shit's shaking, literally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh my, you gonna start thinking, oh, they was right.
Yeah. Well,
They was talking about the bombs.
right. What about those two little Mike children that died and came back and said, Dad, you lied. You said Jesus was a nigger.
Yeah.
He was black.
Yeah.
And, guys, and that's how it's gonna be. When the truth come out, some people gonna be mad because when you go to Zechariah the 13th chapter and you read from the top of the NLT, it tells you that people that was claiming to be a prophet, they gonna take their prophet attire on and act like a farmer. And when people come, hey, wasn't you that prophet saying this? Nah, that wasn't me. I was working here my whole life. They're gonna try to say that they wasn't teaching.
Oh yeah, I was just working at Subway. You know,
Nah, bro.
I work at the grocery store, man. I ain't a
Yeah,
prophet.
and that time is gonna be slick to say, it's gonna be slick to say. I mean, in that time, it's gonna be slick or easy to say you're not a prophet, is because if you didn't take the MOTB, how can somebody prove that this was you teaching the MOTB was spiritual?
Yeah.
Because if you don't got the MOTB, you ain't gonna be able to show the proof that, yo, bro, you was teaching that it was spiritual, but your mess said it was physical. You just gonna have the reflection, the reminiscent of that man was teaching a freaking lie. And they gonna either press you and say, yo, wasn't you teaching? You was teaching this, man, and you was wrong. Or, you know, some people gonna try to pursue to kill you, man, because they believed in that lie. You know?
Yeah, it's funny that you brought up, you know, when that KKK member, his son died.
Oh yeah, huh?
He went to the spirit world and said, he said, why did you lie to me? Jesus is a nigger. You know what I'm saying? He said, no, and he said, Billy Landers, that was his name. I remember that story. And he said, there were white folks in there, but they were just entertaining the blacks.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious, man. He's like, Dad, you lied. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he said he took him to the hospital and put his son on medication. He had a dream of nigger heaven, man. That shit was hilarious.
Yo, and it's gonna hit in a major way when it's actually in full effect, and it's like, yo, my son was right. You know, them Hebrew Israelites was right. Yeah. Okay, you got it.
No, go ahead.
No, you got the point. And the same how we speaking about Edomites, how much more your auntie, your cousin, your nieces, and your nephews, your son, your stepson, your stepdaughter, your friends, your homies, all of them is gonna take account when they thought that you stopped being a drug dealer or that guy just for the truth. You gonna understand at the end this was why.
And it's coming soon, right? This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai." Right? There's going to be a time. Hey, we're not going to be out here.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to just come by and say, I got some stuff for me. Nope. We're not going to be out here. You're going to be searching, you know? Like you said in Zechariah, they're going to be like, oh, wasn't you one of, because people are going to be diligently searching. All right? It says that in verse 12, it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, and shall not find it." Right? Because they're gonna be searching. They're gonna be trying to, where are you?
Yeah.
Where are we know you was over here. They're gonna be, folks is really gonna be like that. They're gonna be desperate in that day. Yeah.
We sing you here every Saturday.
We just want to hear what the Lord is gonna. That's what's coming, man.
It's gonna be
And
pressing
our people-
times.
So you're gonna understand. You're gonna understand shortly what's about to happen, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be pressing times because Jake, you don't really realize how effective it's gonna be throughout the whole world. You're not gonna see just regular people just walking together all happy. Motherfuckers gonna be nervous to come outside, man. You know, shit is not gonna be the same, bro. The Wilder, he said it's gonna get so bad. All these Jakes that got all these cars and all that, niggas gonna be walking.
Yeah.
You know, shit about to get freaking real,
You
bro.
ain't gonna have no gas.
Right. That one dude that was too cocky, he gonna be knocking on his next door neighbor's door. Yo, you got some sugar? That whole time he was prideful. I would never ask for anything. Guess what? Remember when brothers say that they wouldn't sleep on the floor?
Yeah.
Then the Lord rearranged some shit, got niggas sleeping on the floor. Guess what? You never asked for something. You never had to beg. Guess what? Brothers gonna be saying, yo, can I have some of that bread? They gonna be like, oh, what you gonna give? Oh, my wife. My daughter. People gonna be willing to give up anything for some water and some food. And you women, you really think you that? You really don't know when chaos happen, women and the children is the weak or the target.
And the only reason why they talk that shit right now because they're in comfortability right now.
Yeah.
No, they're in comfy land because Esau put them there.
Mhm.
No, but when Esau comes against you, it comes down like a madman.
Yeah.
Your
Straight
ass
up.
got bitch up.
Yeah.
You're gonna become a full ass child, man.
Yep.
No, hide in the corner screaming, man. So that's how they're gonna be.
This is verse 13. It says, "In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst." You're gonna be, you know, your mouth gonna be dry. You're gonna have that cotton mouth, man, because you can't get the words of the Lord. You're not gonna get what's gonna be thirsting, what's gonna quench your soul.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna be looking for it. And right now, the Lord is showing it's getting uncomfortable. You know, I was just talking to somebody about, you know, just the prices of groceries and these different things right now. You know, stuff is going up, crazy prices.
It ain't gonna stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
You're gonna have to learn.
Yeah. But and another thing you gotta understand, this is like Jeremiah Save keeps saying, this is just a world stage. If 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, tell you that they're gonna say peace and safety, the instruction to come. Right now, this is all leading to the MOTB, because it has to be peaceful, then destruction comes. So thinking about the gas being rose, this is just only for a moment, because they gotta fake present peace unto the world, fake peace. That's why Donald Trump just created the peace board or whatever, board of peace.
Well,
Right? They're just setting up this fake peace to usher in the MOTB.
Yeah, and that piece is gonna be UBIs, digital currencies, all that shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no, they gotta pitch it as a solution.
Yeah.
You know, gotta give you security, gotta give you money for free. You don't need to work and all that stuff because it's gonna be so bad out here that people not gonna be able to work.
Yeah.
Or people not gonna be able to get money and be paid or anything like that. The hyperinflation gotta crash it down, so they need to do shit, man.
Yeah.
You know? But I got a preacher. The second Ezra chapter 16. I'm gonna start start 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Which the evils are coming really right now. Behold, famine and pest and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, which is happening right now. The Lord sent the famine because even over there in Europe they had to pay like $8 a gallon.
Yeah.
Equivalent to $8 a gallon over there in Europe right now. They really had to ration out goddamn fuel right now. You know, that got caused famine, man. It keeps going on for a long period of time. It's got caused famine.
Yeah, and that's how you know no man on earth. I mean, the prophets through Yahweh Shemashah, we can, but no man on earth, no leader can bring peace. Only Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Isaiah 32:1. You know, so we're never gonna have peace. This should let Jake know, man, what's going on. The answer is here.
This should just show you too, like he's just saying stuff like that. We all see that happening where how the 10 horns, they're gonna hate the whore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're gonna hate the whore because this is what the whore is. The whore caused all this at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Yes, it
You
did.
know, and their little friend, the small hats. You know,
Yeah.
they caused all that. You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah.
really, they really running it because those that created that damn state of Israel, they really running all this shit. They're really running the small hats in America, but making America look like what it is. I'm telling you, y'all really don't know. The mystery is in the Bible. The kings, the queens, them high elites, they orchestrating all of this, man. You know, all them little small hats, them freak America leaders, they're all peons, vessel pawns being used for media to be seen. The elite, those that don't want to be seen, those are the dangerous ones, man. You know, like you said, Donald Trump is being blackmailed. Right? We don't know what the elites got on Donald Duck, but come on, man.
Shit,
Everything.
We know. We know.
Yeah, we do.
The files.
Oh yeah, he got way more, way more.
That's why. That's one of the reasons why he went bond Iran.
That's
he
crazy.
trying to get some shit stirred up, so
That's
they
crazy.
come get his ass.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Cause that distraction somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, because
That's
they
a
were
big
talking
deal.
about too that they were during the time that this stuff was happening, they were starting to delete some of those files. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a smoke screen at the end of the day.
Verse 21.
Wait, hold on, because I just said with Yarn. Like, you got to think the conversations they had with Donald Trump. Look, we're gonna need you to bomb Iran. He had to get nervous. Come on, man. You know what that's gonna start, man. We don't care. You gotta fucking do it.
We put you in that position. Get it done.
And then he literally went to go do it. That shit is crazy, bro. You know, we can take this all away. We're gonna make you the greatest president that ever was in America. Oh, that dude sounds good. So do it. That shit is crazy.
Yo, you know what's even more crazy? These delusional ass people think that they really give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They really think they really on MAGA. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. Like they really believe that Donald Trump is their damn hero, bro.
Right.
You know? How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah. Verse 22.
Wait, you
got a question?
No.
He is listening.
Oh, are you just listening?
Listening?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Let her know what we talking about.
I know it.
Oh, you know what's going on?
Are you guys Hebrew Israelites?
Yes.
ma'am.
So,
She was shocked.
oh no, I'm not shocked. The Israelites were not black people.
That's what you believe?
You state that's a statement, or you asking?
That's a fact.
Well, let's fix it.
Hey,
All right, that's good.
that's what
Fact
you believe.
is that.
Where you get that from?
I used to think that the Israelites were black,
Oh,
but
so,
it's not the case.
Technically,
Can I share
Israelites,
okay?
we
Are you good?
all Israelites ain't really
Are
black.
you okay?
Yeah.
All Israelites is just all shades of brown.
right.
And it's not
about-
really
yeah,
color.
there you go.
It's just nationality. It goes off of what your father.
Right.
And really, it's really by faith. Get Romans 8 and 16 first and foremost. It's not. We say the nationality is Hebrew Israelites, but scripture-wise, if we go into the Bible, it really starts with faith, off of what pertains to prophecy and what happened to the Israelites. If you could really say that blacks or Latino natives is not Israelites, we would have to reverse and point who is the Israelites by prophecy.
Because you do have other so-called races that has brown skin,
Yeah.
but that don't make them the Israelites.
Right.
East Indians is darker than us.
Right.
That don't make them Israelites. They're Elamites.
Yeah.
You got our people that look like Edomites, which is the so-called white man. You got our people that look like them because of their seed line was passed through them.
Yeah.
But it really goes by the Father.
Yeah.
You're gonna have Israelites that looking like all the nations, but really, for the most part, the diaspora through prophecy, that's how you know who we are, because what happened in the scriptures.
Right. So, yeah, so just a real point, just so that I'm not just only just speaking and just showing, we showing that it's in the Bible. So let's just read that and then say you take it. I mean, go ahead.
Real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner,
Yep.
and the ass his master's crib. It says, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. All right, the children of Israel, they don't consider that they're the children of Israel. They think that they're Negroes, Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans. So what do you consider yourself?
Can I share with you guys the good news of Jesus?
What do you consider yourself?
The Christian.
That's not an ethnicity.
The Bible has ethnicity.
That's not an ethnicity. Christian is not an ethnicity. Shalom. That was my shot.
That was
So who are you?
Christianity was given to us by Romans.
Are you Ethiopian? Am I?
This
I know. But
It's just Amos 3 and 3.
yeah, we was preaching out here, man. That we're preaching to the so-called blacks, Hispanic Native Americans, who they are, and we just teaching about Yahushua, man. Yahushua got a story.
I was just
Yeah. Who the world innately calls Jesus.
Get,
But yeah,
get what's the name? Where it say the
Yeah, but
lost
the
sheep.
whole point, because if we don't agree, we just go by with the scriptures. Amos 3 and 3. If two can't agree, they can't walk together.
But Salaki, you can't tell us about Jesus because his name was never Jesus.
Right.
There was no letter J
Yeah.
when he was walking around the earth.
Yeah. So what would be his real name?
He had a Hebrew name, and he only had one name. Get somebody get Acts 4 and
Yeah.
10, and then get
Lost
where it
sheep.
say the lost sheep. I think it's
And this is
Matthew
these is
10.
the examples of when it comes to actually the truth. Somebody that's going to the word, because we can't use our own words. It's not about emotions and feelings. He gave you the scriptures because the things are written aforetime was written for our learning. So if you want to prove about Jesus or Yahushua, you have to go to the Bible. If you want to prove you're an Israelite or Israelites don't exist, you have to go to the Bible, because all nations was created for their usage, and there's no done away of the people in Ecclesiastes 4.
get that real quick.
Acts 4 and 10.
And read down to 12.
It says, be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Israel, that by the name of Yahushua Hamashiach,
Read it verbatim.
it says by the name of
You
Jesus
believe in
Christ,
the Bible?
absolutely.
Okay, that's good. Go ahead.
it says be it.
So you should. It's a debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself. So we supposed to let. So you say you believe in the Bible. We believe in the Bible. So we should be able to come to an understanding about by going in the scriptures.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says Acts 4 and 10 again. It says, be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Israel. It says that by the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, it says, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him doeth this man stand here before you whole.
You know what story you talking about? It was the man, when you read earlier, it was, I believe in the 3rd chapter, a lame man.
Yeah.
The third chapter. But
Yeah, it was a lame man. He couldn't walk all his life. And he asked Peter and John for money. And he said, silver and gold I have not. But what I do have, is the name of the Lord, which can get you to salvation.
Man.
And
Get up and
he
walk.
blessed him in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, or Jesus Christ, what to say in the Bible, and the man was able to walk.
Yeah.
He didn't get money that day,
Oh,
but he was able to walk. And he was so happy. He went home, and his mom and them was like, "Oh shit, he can walk." And then the leaders in the church went to the man's house, like, "Yo, how's this man able to walk?" They're like, "Yo, we don't know."
yeah.
And he told them, "Go
Yeah.
ahead."
Verse 11, it says, "This is the stone which was set at naught of
This-
you builders."
Okay, the stone which was set at naught, that people say, "Oh,
Yeah.
he got many names."
Yeah.
Oh, the name don't matter. It say this was the stone. What was the stone? The name.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, "Which is become the head of the corner."
Yeah, this is the head of our
right.
foundation.
Yeah.
Because it's in Romans it say, "Whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved." But you got to call upon that name. What's your name?
Bria.
Brienne?
Yeah.
Bria? You got a boyfriend?
I have a husband.
You got a husband. So okay. Hold on. You got a husband, right? So if he called you Rachel, would you be offended?
I
If you-
see where your argument.
No, I'm
is
trying to argue.
going.
I'm trying to get an understanding. So would you be mad if he called you another name? Okay, keep on.
I would say yes. I would be
Yeah,
mad.
yeah, yeah. I would be like, if my girl,
Yeah.
my name is Mark.
Like who?
If my girl called me, if she was
Joe.
like Deontay,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to
Who's
think
the
no
other
more.
two? Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me though?
Yeah.
It's
Verse
about to be
4.
some wrestling going on. Go ahead.
Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other.
Neither is salvation in any other
Any other nation.
name.
It says, "For there is none other name under the heavens given amongst men whereby we must be saved."
It's only
All
one
right,
name.
whosoever called upon
It's
the name
only
of the
one.
Lord
It's
shall
only
be
one
saved.
true name, and that
Yeah.
when it comes to teaching, you have to divide what's wrong and what's true. Somebody has to be true, or somebody has to be telling a lie. And when you say you believe in God, it always a name behind that. So
Yeah.
if you believe that you follow the God Dagon, it comes with a name. The God that we follow in the Bible is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and their names mean something, which is in the scriptures, and that shows what his true name is. Jesus means earth dirt.
Yep.
And that don't mean he saves or he delivers or he redeems.
Get Acts 14 and 16.
Book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 13.
13.
"For whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh shall be saved."
Get it in what's the name? Acts. Get Acts 2 and
21.
21. Get that. Read it in Acts 2 and 21.
Oh yeah.
I like
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
verse
yeah, yeah.
because you got
Yeah.
to let you know who
Yeah,
you're
yeah, who
talking
you talking to?
to.
That's
Yeah,
right.
because you just read it when we read it in Acts.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
said
yeah,
to Israel
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
because
But-
you got to know nations had names. In the Rome, in the Greeks, they went by nations or tribe. When the Europeans came into power, it went by color. So this shows you that the Bible deals with nations.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Acts chapter 2, verse 21. "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel,
hear these words."
Yeah, you meant Israel hear these
There
words.
you go again.
Get that what's the name real quick.
And that's not spiritual Israel. This is the actual nation. You know, this is the actual people of Israel. But of course, they have to be spiritual inward, because you can't be an Israelite outwardly. You got to be one inwardly.
And the Lord don't change either.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
Lord don't change.
Yeah, the Lord chose the nation of Israel back then.
And he said he was a jealous power.
Yeah.
So he jealous over his wife. The wife is Israel.
Right.
Yeah, his people.
This is Matthew chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, "These 12 Yahweh Shai sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not."
Yeah, if God loved everybody, why ain't he sending to everybody? He ain't sending them to the Gentiles. He said, "In any city of the Samaritans,
Right.
enter ye
not."
not."
Right.
Go
It
ahead.
says, "But go
Gentile
rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel."
Why he had to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Because they was lost. They didn't know they was Israelites
Yeah.
anymore. And that's what you got here today.
That's right.
You got the 12 tribes calling themselves black, Puerto Rican, Mexican.
Christian. It's
We
the
was
same thing.
we was
Baptist.
never called that.
Pull it off.
Right.
Pull
Yeah,
it
right.
off.
Just heated moment. But this is how when brothers, he just, even though we know this is what edification is. You're supposed to be building up on a point. If I'm saying that's not right, a brother's supposed to be like, okay, show me that it's not. You're supposed to go in the Bible quick. You're supposed to be of a fast understanding because we talking about life or death. We talking about belief. And we know what we believe in, and in the Bible, the Lord set all of this up in scriptures. So you have history, parables, dark sayings, and prophecies. What nation fits prophecies when it claims to be in the lost sheep? No other nation is lost from not knowing who they is.
Everybody got a homeland.
Yeah.
Except us.
Yeah.
Black, Latinos, and natives.
As you like also in biblical prophecy, you go into like Ezekiel or Isaiah or Jeremiah, the Lord talks about nations and the judgment to those nations. Now, the Lord talks about specific nations and their judgment, man. So you need to know who they are, so what their judgment will be, so you understand what will happen, man.
Right.
Now, you just don't know. You just, it just don't matter. Then all these things that you're not going to know and understand how these things apply today, because these are prophecies, man.
Yeah.
Like Isaiah 34, no, about Esau.
Yeah.
You know who Esau is? No, you know who Esau is?
Yes.
Oh, who is it?
You said who is he?
Yeah, who is it?
Jacob's brother. Twin
That's
brother.
good. That's good because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. So Esau, get Genesis 36 and get Genesis 36 and 1. Just skip down to 8.
No, he is today, though.
That's a hard question, bro.
Not
You guys,
anymore.
but it's good.
She
It's
used
good
to know.
that
She used to know. She used to know that she said she used to follow them. She used to follow.
No. Wait, say it again.
You said you used to know about this, but you don't believe in them, right?
She say she used to believe that the Israelites were
Oh
black.
yeah.
That's
That's
what
what
I
you
said.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the Israelites, Speckled Bird, somebody
Yeah.
know where that jump? Somebody
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that. Israelites ain't just one color anymore because we got sent into captivity. Get
Genesis.
yeah, get that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 1. It says, now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom.
Who is Edom? Now skip
Verse
down.
8.
Yeah.
It says, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir, for Esau is Edom.
Keep going.
It says, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites.
See, he was a progenitor of that nation.
Right.
All right. So when you read Genesis 25, it's a Rebecca, right? It's a two nations are in thy womb.
Yeah, two
and
manners
two
of people.
manners of people. Manners mean
Separated.
types. Two types of people shall be
stature.
separated
From
from
thy
thy
bowels.
bowels.
Different statures.
That's why they was fighting inside. So it was two nations. You had the nation of Jacob, Israel,
Right.
and you had the nation of Edom.
That's
Right.
Salakia. They call themselves dukes. And if you go even to England,
Yeah.
you have those folks that call themselves dukes. Dukes
Yeah.
of this,
Yeah.
dukes of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Dukes
the-
as a chief or
nothing has
captain.
vanished away.
Or
Stuff
general.
has been hidden.
Yeah, been
That's what
hated.
here.
And what they
No,
made
no,
a
no,
movie,
you-
and what they made, Edom made a movie called Dukes of Hazzard,
Yeah.
and it was about rednecks.
Yeah.
And Dukes, only Edomites was using that name, especially in history.
So what they did was they changed after, because whoever in power, whatever nation, like they don't say that white people is in power all over the world, but they is. And when you get into power, you make the rules.
Yeah.
So what they did was change the names of the nations. They
Yeah.
made said Chinese people was Chinese, like Chinese people. If I say Chinese people, you know what I'm talking about. But Chinese people ain't Chinese.
Right.
They
Moab.
they Moab.
Moabites.
Yeah.
All right. African
Japanese.
people. That's a new term.
Right.
There was no such thing as African people.
There was no
Back in
place
this
called
time.
Africa.
There was Hamites.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You had Israelites. Go ahead.
And also with the Greeks. No, original Greeks. They weren't white people.
Right.
Yeah, they were
No,
Javan.
Yeah, they called themselves Mycenaeans,
Yup.
Minoans.
Yup.
And they lived in the exact same region,
Yeah.
but they got taken over by who?
By
The so-called white
yeah.
people,
Edomites.
Esau.
Yeah,
They
and the
got
same
taken
thing
over.
with the
Hey.
Romans.
They hide. They take your land and hide behind who the name of the
Yeah,
land.
you don't
Yeah.
stay at home.
Hey, even the so-called Native Americans, they called them Indians.
Yeah.
They came over here and said, "Hey, y'all the Indians."
Yeah.
It's like we ain't Indians.
That means savage, right?
Y'all sure is, and that's what we call them today.
Yeah,
the
right.
fucking they accepted.
Yeah.
They
accept
accept
it.
beat it into them that
Beat it
they
into 'em.
Indians.
And,
That's like
and
they- yeah, that's a
naturally,
fact.
when you look at the ancient Native Americans in America, they were wearing Hebrew Israelite attire. Their garments, they fashion, wearing fringes with the blue ribbon. Where'd that come from? That
Yeah.
all came from where they came from. And they was speaking the dialect of Hebrew before the Europeans was butchering their ass. They was trying to make them speak English, but they was speaking Hebrew. They was speaking Assyrian. Well, how is Native Americans speaking Hebrew? Because they are Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
Chinese, they speak about African Americans, that they're the original samurais, because Jake was everywhere. We taught every nation on the earth everything. It says Jacob is the form of all things.
That's right.
Cooking, dressing, styling, leadership, it comes from Jacob.
Yeah. If you go to like I'm a cook. If you go to any restaurant, you go to the whitest restaurant in the world. You go to Chop House, you go to Gabriel Gates, you go to any restaurant. Back there cooking is Jake's.
Yeah.
It could be you like, oh, like it was the light face in the joint. You come out, you go in the kitchen. Sometimes they don't even allow the cooks to come out. You got to go out through the back door. 'Cause they don't want.
They don't want them to see who are cooking their
But
food.
yeah, but Jake is the best at everything.
Right. And they Esau manipulate us the most when it comes to music. We take over every genre. But going back to prophecy, slavery, all things lead to who the Israelites is, especially off of what he just explained and pointed to.
But Salakia, so who do you say that the Israelites are?
Do you?
You said, do I know?
Yeah, do you know who this is?
They're not who you guys are saying that they are.
So
And
who? Let's say.
the-
So if they're not us or whoever, then who are they?
the descendants of Israel, the descendants of Jacob.
What do they look like?
Who are they? Today.
They don't look like black people.
What do
what
they
they
look
look like,
like
though?
then? That's the question. Because you're saying that the black folks are not.
So
then
they could
what
look
do
like
they
anybody then.
I'm not saying that they can look like anybody.
Who are they?
Well, they're a
specifically?
nation.
What
They're
people
a
group?
nation of people, so they gotta look like somebody.
Yeah.
What people group?
They're in Israel.
They are?
Are you
Yeah.
saying the small
Whoa.
house?
Are you saying they're in the actual land?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get Ezekiel 36 and 5 real quick. Ezekiel, can we get that real quick? Ezekiel 36 and 5 real quick, just real quick. Yeah, let's get Ezekiel 36 and 5 real quick, real
I'll
quick.
get Ezekiel.
Okay.
Get Isaiah 14.
Yep, get that. Yep.
Hello.
Then you got, I think you got Jeremiah 49 and 20, Jeremiah 50 and 45.
And I was talking
Joel
about
3.
Jews.
Huh?
Hey,
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said I was talking about Jews.
You
The
talking about
Jews in the land?
The Jews, those over there in the land, right?
Yeah.
Small what's
Hats.
name?
In Israel.
In Israel, right now, right? You talking about the ones that's ruling and the poor ones, right?
Yeah.
You talking about everybody, right?
That's a smack.
Ah, yeah, go ahead and read that.
No, for
I
real.
love y'all boys.
Okay,
Yeah.
love you too, bro.
Ezekiel 36 and 5.
35, right?
Yeah.
35.
And 5?
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
30.
35 and 5.
36.
Perpetual
No,
hatred.
35. No, 35.
The
36.
perpetual hatred, right?
No,
No.
I do mean it. Them taking the land.
Yeah.
Because you got to know in 1948 who bought the land of Israel and called it the state of Israel.
You know
the
about
Rothschilds.
you know about the 1948, what happened in 1948,
Balfour
right?
Declaration.
Yeah, what's it called?
Balfour
The
Declaration.
Balfour Declaration.
Yeah, they bought Israel.
Have you
Yeah.
heard about that?
No.
You
So
can actually even Google that
Right,
and
you
see.
gotta-
Right. The Rothschilds basically implanted those people over there into the land.
Yeah,
You know?
we
Now,
can look it
day
up right
one,
now.
No, that caused war. Now, if they were the people, and that's supposedly biblical prophecy, them being brought back to the land,
Why is it war?
where's the northern kingdom?
Yeah.
Where's the tribe of Zebulun? Where's
Right.
the tribe of Gad? Where's the tribe of Reuben? Where are they
Right.
at?
Yeah.
Where'd they go? And they really were the people. And not only
Say
that,
that.
And why is it war over there?
yeah.
You know?
too.
Why is the earth still in mourning?
Mm-hmm.
Because those not the people.
Do you believe in prophecy?
Do you
Yeah.
believe in the Bible?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there we go.
We got a lot of things to say, but
Yeah.
one thing, I just want one more thing. Are they underneath the blessing or the curses?
Who under the blessing?
Those Jews, are they under the blessing or the curses?
It's not about them over there.
All right.
And the Hebrew Israelite ideology is false.
But you
And
haven't
it
brought out
takes-
the thing about it. You haven't
it's-
brought out anything.
Right.
All you're
What-
just
what-
saying is just words.
Cool,
Like,
bro.
Yeah, bring that
you
out.
said the Hebrew Israelite ideology is false, right? Well, at the end of the day, who you call Jesus, that's a Hebrew Israelite. So that means you saying you said you believe in the Bible. That means you don't believe in him. You don't believe in the Bible.
Because he a Hebrew.
He's a
Israelite.
Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
Right, right,
So that means you don't believe in the Bible.
right. And what he just said
You're
about
unbeliever.
and if what he just said about prophecy, Ezekiel is going to tell you that the heathens took the land.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Ishmael, Arabs, you want to say Ishmael, and Esau fought over the land.
Prophecy.
And he just said 1948.
Right.
It just said 1917 British issue the Balfour Declaration expressing support for a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. This declaration was addressed to Linnell Walter Rothschild, which is likely where the confusion comes from.
You know who the Rothschilds are? The elites of the earth,
filthy,
the wicked on the earth.
They created central bank. They created
Come
the
on,
bank
man.
system.
And-
They started the Templars. If you know the history of the Templars in Rome, they were known for money. And the Rothschild is known for the oil that you use for cars and you use for other elements. They're the reason for oil. They're the reason for education. All education in the United States, four corners of the earth, is because of the Rothschild. All education. And starting with their education, it was about a deep understanding of the Bible. Then they took it out of curriculum and they wanted students to learn about workforce. Because when you get out of school, it's about you working.
Yeah, making them
The
rich.
Rothschilds created that healthcare. They created that medicine. They created medicine. The pharmacy, the Rothschilds created the pharmacy.
So going back to Jesus, Jesus was an Israelite. He wasn't a Hebrew Israelite.
Yes, he was a
No,
Hebrew
no.
He was
Israelite.
a Hebrew.
And the Islam.
And an
He
Israelite.
was an Israelite.
Uh-huh.
But that term, Hebrew Israelite, is associated with the Hebrew Israelite religion and ideology.
No, it's not no religion.
No,
That's
Hebrew
just-
means the language, and Israelite is who you descend from. The word "ite" is who you descend from. If Jacob's name wasn't Israel, we would be called Jacobites. His name changed because we descend from Jacob, and the primal language was Hebrew. That's the only reason why they're called Hebrew Israelite. Why Cush is called Cush. And guess what? Even Canaanites were speaking Hebrew. They're not called Hebrew Canaanites.
All right, man.
Hebrew is the
Let
language.
me get these
could you
scriptures,
get
man.
Second Corinthians 11:22?
Yeah, it's Amos 3:3.
Let me get these scriptures, man. God.
I does mean a descendant of
Yeah,
Second
yeah.
such
Corinthians
and such.
11:22.
Yeah, yeah.
What I'm saying, I'm talking about the ideology of Hebrew Israel
Uh-huh.
Cool.
and it taking bits and pieces of the Bible to fit that ideology.
Well, no. Well, listen. The scriptures say that Yahweh Shai himself, who you call Jesus, come in the volume of the book. We don't take bits and pieces. We break the whole scriptures down.
Yeah.
We don't just stand in the New Testament. We go back to the Old.
Right.
We bringing the whole thing to life.
No. Yeah.
The book of Isaiah says.
Now, it's a lot of different Hebrew Israelite sects that you made the scene, and it's a lot of them that speak in a little thing that's not the full truth.
Uh-huh.
What we telling you is we out here speaking the 100% truth.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
we are the people. There's
Yeah.
no other. There's no other body, no other people on the earth that fits the prophecies in the scriptures.
Yeah.
There's no other race on the earth that's down and trodden like the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
Still to this day.
Still to this day.
And the scriptures tell you in the book of Isaiah that how should a man learn and get understanding? It says precept must be upon precept,
You got-
line upon line,
Yeah.
here a
Here,
little,
and
and
there a little. The Bible's a puzzle. You can't
Yeah.
just go in and read it straight through like a novel and get understanding. That's not how it works.
And you're edifying by the topic. The whole topic we're really on is just proving that the Israelites is us. That's it. Now, if you want to talk about the MOTV, the whole topic is going to be about the MOTV. If we want to prove that Esau, the topic, the precepts have to prove that Esau is Esau. So everything we just did is just showing that who's the Bible is for, who is the Lord dealing with. And Yeshua that was just here, it just kept saying Israel. That really just plain to show this is for
So
Israel.
she believed that the Edomites is the true Israelites.
Yeah,
But
that's
real
what
quick,
she just said on.
Can somebody get Revelation 1 and 13?
Yeah, I do
And
it.
then,
I do it.
oh, yeah.
So, Paul was an Israelite, correct?
Just for edification purposes.
And what was his what was his tribe, or what was his nationality?
Yeah,
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
right.
Right. When you go into the book of Acts, they thought they confused him with an Egyptian. And if you go back to what the original Egyptians were, they were black.
Yeah.
dark skin.
Yeah.
And they thought that Paul
Was
was an Egyptian.
Yeah.
And Paul is an Israelite.
Yeah.
Paul is an Israelite with dark skin, and Yahushua, who you ignorantly call Jesus, his name is Yahushua, which means he saves or he delivers.
He got dark
He
skin.
has
Yeah.
dark skin and woolly hair.
Yo,
You can
hey,
read that
yo,
in the scripture.
it didn't-
You know
crazy-
about that?
Oh,
You
sorry.
don't know about the identity of Yahushua, Jesus? You don't know about the scriptures talking about what he looked like?
I'll leave it.
I know about Revelation.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And
And
then,
his name is Jesus.
Okay.
That's not, you said something, what did you say?
I said who you ignorantly call Jesus.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
his
wasn't
name-
me
'cause remember
ignorantly calling him that.
When you talk about the letter J was not invented until
You gonna have to keep this
1521. You could actually look it up. 15 by who is it? John Trissino.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
The
The letter J was not invented until then. So
So,
his name
yeah.
could never have been
The
Jesus.
J is not in the Hebrew.
Right, it's not.
The J is not in the Hebrew.
When you
man.
go to the ancient Paleo Hebrew, his name is Yahushua.
That's right.
Which means he
saves
saves
or
or
he delivers, which is
Right.
an
That's-
omen nomen.
yeah,
Let her
a
know.
omen
huh?
nomen.
And
Right.
so Rock would tell you that things that's spoken in their original language it
You
has
have a
a
Bible app
stronger,
on your- on your, phone?
delivery. But
Can you go to Matthew 1 and 21?
wait, but it's this point. If you, I don't know if you're watching the news, but one of the Iranian leaders, he even said that Israel left black and came back white.
Yeah.
Somebody that's in war with
Yeah, you
America
gotta be
right
watching.
now, and this man just said the true Jews were black, but they came back white.
Vladimir Putin. You know who that is?
He
Vladimir
even said
Putin. You know Vladimir Putin. Remember when he opened up the vaults, right? And what did he show? You know about that?
No.
This just recently happened a few months ago. He opened up the
Years
vault. Huh?
Years.
Oh, it was a few years ago. Where he opened up the vaults. And guess
was the
what?
book,
What was yeah.
Man, what was the book called? I can't even think of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't think of it either.
pictures-
But they had pictures
yeah.
of what the
All
Israelites looked like.
Yahushua
Showed it that they
Mother
that
Mary.
they all black.
Now,
Yeah,
what's
brown
crazy and what we want to, so you have an understanding. All these people are not black, dark
Right.
skinned. Right? The children of Israel come in all different colors. And we're scattered through all the nations. We've been mingling and mixing with the other nations. So there are people who look like so-called Chinese people who are Israelites. There are people who look like so-called white people
That are
who are
Israelites.
Israelites.
Yeah.
It's not about your skin color. It's about your lineage, who your forefather comes from.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Right. Jeremiah
All right.
12:9. My inheritance is unto me as a speckled
Speckled
bird.
bird.
The bird, huh?
No,
Yeah.
The bird round about are against her. Come ye assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. And this is speaking about Israel.
It's another one that says Ephraim is a cake not
Unturned,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So like
Hosea.
if you have a pancake
Yeah,
and
Hosea
you
7
just
and
cook
8.
one side of it, one side is real light, one side is real dark. When
Yeah.
you look at the Ephraim or the so-called Puerto Ricans, they
They
come
light
from
skin.
very dark skin to very light skin.
Yeah.
Right?
The
That's
mother-
the ratio.
Yeah.
The mother of my daughter, she's Ephraimite, and she's very light skinned.
Yeah.
You know?
You understand anything we've been bringing out?
I've been hearing it, don't agree with it,
Well,
but I have to go.
Oh,
All
right.
right.
All
Have a
praise
good
to
day.
Yahweh Shemoshe Shai. Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Right? We can't agree with anybody if we're not all on the same accord. And what we said earlier, a lot of people don't really know what's going on. People don't even know that. Jeremiah said this at work. It's people that don't even know the war in Iran, man. Jake don't even know what the hell is going on overseas, man. They don't even know about freaking tears. And people want to feel that the doctrine of the Lord is off. And then even when we go into the name of the Lord, this is why the name of Yahweh Shema Shai is very important. Being in a dark state, you're going to believe anything, man.
And this is the thing. So you fed them with, we fed her with milk. I fed her with Isaiah 1 and 3.
Yeah.
And she couldn't,
She
she
vomited-
was choking on the
she
milk.
vomited
right
it
now.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
choking.
It's like that's strong delusion.
Yeah.
The Lord blocked her mind that she couldn't say, like she couldn't even,
She couldn't even express of who she thought it was at the end of the
No,
day.
she wasn't.
that
in it.
literally-
She believed
knew
in it
about
before.
She knew
No,
about it.
she literally blocked from anything we were saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like literally, nothing would get through to her.
No,
because
no.
She got blocked by the Most High, man.
She didn't say she believed.
look
She
how
just
she-
said
look-
she heard it.
She heard it. Look. She just.
Yeah,
She
bugged
got her.
out.
And she
bugged
took a
out.
long
She
time to
came
even
over like
deliver.
she
bugged
came
out.
over here glazed
Yeah.
eyed,
Yo,
bro.
look,
And
when
she looked shocked when she was talking. Like, you guys,
and
That's
seeing
that's
how-
Revelation 11 and 8 right there.
Yeah.
Their dead bodies shall lie in
Yeah.
that great city.
Yo,
man.
and what the Lord said, he said, some people will come up and they won't be able to gainsay you. The people won't be able to gainsay us because brothers, as soon as you say something, brothers get right in the scriptures. And even though we
Yeah,
could have
all
been,
full, bro.
even though we could have, even though we could have been dead, the situation, but it's for edification's sakes. This is how you know the milk is very important. And if you grow in the milk, eventually you're gonna get to the meat. If you can't handle the milk, how you gonna handle the damn meat? She can't even handle spiritual things. Then
Like the Lord has blinded the mind, blinded her mind. She's not gonna get it.
Yeah.
And that's what we always say.
Everybody's
is
not gonna get it.
It's truth, bro. It's
And
not for everybody.
And we wasn't out here for her. Whoever was watching, we was out here for you because you like, dang, I was asking this question because a lot of Jake want to say, how can you fully prove you're a Hebrew Israelite? Did you get a DNA test? You really don't have faith, man.
And true, a lot of them Jakes don't be Jakes.
Uh-huh.
She probably a fucking heathen.
It might, but most likely.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. Like, this ain't for everybody.
Most Jake can have
But
a
we
quick
know,
understanding.
what does it say in Ezekiel? They're stubborn and stiff-necked and
Yeah.
hard-hearted.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But what I was going to get to her, I was going to bring
She said
John
the small
3.
ass. She said
Yeah.
the small ass with the Israelites.
Yeah.
bro.
And if the Israelites is so in the land, it wouldn't be no war. And they never prophesied on the northern kingdom. She
Don't
only believed
prophesy at all.
She only believed Jews exist.
But
Salaki.
right, she believe. Listen, she believe in they the people, but she don't. But she believe in the Bible. They don't teach the Bible.
But she don't really believe in the Bible.
Yeah.
Because then she said
The Hebrew-
that his name wasn't. So this
Yeah.
is John chapter
He's not
3
Hebrew.
and verse number 18. It says, he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
Right.
Because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten
Begotten
Son
Son.
of the Most High.
Mashiach
So if you
Yahushua.
tell you the name, and
Condemned already.
you basically marked and condemned yourself because
Right.
you said you didn't believe it.
Yeah.
You believe that his name is Jesus, man.
Yeah.
So
That's Job.
That's like,
Job,
you know-
Job 33. He tell you once, he tell you twice, and the third time. But gut, Jake don't perceive.
But see, that's how you know these Salakia, that, you know, these wacky-tacky Christians, they don't understand and they're not, they don't read, all right? Because ultimately, she should have got her husband. She should have asked the question through her husband, man.
Right.
You coming up here,
He
a
did
month,
too.
and she was just standing here for like a minute.
She did.
You know what I
did
mean?
too.
Looking crazy.
And she's just a reflection. She a reflection where her head is too. So he'd be a dead case too.
And it's like that. The one that she believes, and she probably was an Edomite. No, she probably is with the Edomite. You know? No, and the one she believes is Esau. Because everything she was saying is based on what Esau says.
At the end of
Oh,
the-
you got
Listen, it don't even matter because guess what? You can tell she was on some type of pill, drugs.
Yeah,
She needs some medication to even be regular. You can tell she ain't got it all.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't go get it from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if she had a husband.
Right.
So
Let me
she
just
got
get
that,
this last one. Let's get Baruch
Rainbow stuff.
Baruch 2 and 30 real quick, and then call it a dizzy. You know, it was edifying in the beginning, edifying in that point.
I
Lord,
told him, bro. He's not wearing that out, bro.
Lord willing, right?
Get that together, bro.
Lord willing, you guys were edified by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Look at the page stuck together.
Make that cold hand, that's all. Baruch chapter 2, verse said 20, right? Or 30? He said 30, right?
Yeah, 2 and 30. Yeah.
Okay, okay. The book of, book
I
of Baruch
think you're
chapter
gonna read it 32 too. But go ahead.
Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
And many, just not only her, it's even brothers that so-called was in this thing and then they leave. The Lord knew that niggas, he knew that people wouldn't listen. And this is, and even for us, when I get done with this, I'm gonna even be more thankful that the Lord allowed me to see. Y'all remember I did a video, you gotta have a spiritual eye to see. She's not spiritual, just like many other men and women of Israel. Go ahead.
Okay. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
Right. So this, Salaki, this how you know that's Eve right there.
Yeah.
She's stiff.
That's Eve. You know.
She's stiff.
No, her head goddamn locked with a goddamn lock and chain. They can't
Yeah.
look no way.
Right.
You ain't gonna be able to get that medication when this shit crashed out.
Yeah.
You'll be
She
looking
like,
bugged the
real
hell out.
bad.
Yeah.
This is when she knew she fucked up. You got it.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember this.
How can the small hats be it and they not in captivity? How are they remembering? Not one. He just said they I haven't seen them teach. When did they get prophets? When did they start to wake up out of a dead estate? Where is the records that they was prophesying to hear the word? Because Israel's supposed to be in a dead estate, man.
They should be in fucking captivity right now.
Right.
They got nukes.
Right.
They're doing a G right now. Man.
They
Right.
went around flying F-35s.
Brothers drop about 15 precepts and she just sitting there.
Yeah.
Just bust your,
Like a zombie.
like damn.
And you the example when he brought out Isaiah 3.
Her ears were stopped up that she should not hear.
And it's so funny because
couldn't
we made
consider.
her. She couldn't say nothing because the scriptures hit her ass. Like it's nothing you can say. Like
Yeah.
you lying. First of all, you don't even know what you believe.
Right.
You can tell. Like
You couldn't even
you
answer.
couldn't stand on nothing.
Now she said that she read the book of Revelation. She understood it.
Yeah.
Right.
If she understood it, she wouldn't be standing right here right now.
Right.
Right.
She definitely wouldn't be standing right here right
Home
now. If
watches
she understood that. Yeah.
Right. You got it, King.
Verse 31. And they shall know that I am Yahweh their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear.
Right. He's gonna give you a mind to even receive what's being said. You know, you're not gonna try to contradict. That's Acts 17. What the people of Berea did. They had a readiness mind to hear the word, and then they searched the scriptures daily. When the word is being taught, all you have to do is listen, and then you have to go back home and go to the drawing board what brothers were bringing out and reevaluate the precepts so that you, through the Spirit, can get a confirmation. You know, this is the truth. And a lot of Jake don't have the mindset of the people of Berea. They're ready to contradict or rebuttal. Stop rebuttaling and hear it. Because if we just say, the brother just asked, okay, what do you believe? She didn't even say a verse. A lot of you, Jake, want to debunk this, but you don't even think of a verse or a chapter. Right? Keep going.
And shall know that I am Yahweh their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear.
That's why it's not of us. The Lord is going to make your heart understand. He's going to move your mind. So this is not of us. What Sam and Yama said earlier, we were chosen. We were called for this. Right? Go ahead.
And they shall praise me in the land of captivity and think upon my name.
So what name is that? And this is Baruch all the way in the time of the Babylonians. He's speaking in Hebrew. So what is the name of the Lord, man? What is the name of the Lord if in that time they speak in Hebrew? He's saying Yahweh. He is to be, he exists.
That's why you know she don't even know. She's like, and it is Jesus. Yeah.
What Jesus mean then?
Yeah, that's why you go ass. So that's why you like that.
You praying to
calling on
earth dirt.
Jesus.
Yeah, you praying to earth
Calling
dirt.
on the wrong name.
Right, where's Jesus doing with Venezuela?
Oh, that's illusion.
But with that, Lord willing, y'all was edified, man. We gonna face these and give all praise to the one true power. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of great millstone who rule well, teach well through the spirit, mighty shalom to the for legs scattered four corners of the earth. Lord willing, this is edifying through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shai. With that, shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
abba, babal.
My
Come on.